Alright, so hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode oh wait, I didn't update the title. No! No! It's
Good
episode
start.
12, not 11.
Good start.
Great start, great start. Anyway, episode 12 of Blood of the Father, and as you heard, continuing along with us at the moment, playing Conrad Dibblenock, we have Dryxis.
What up?
But where we last left off, we didn't make a whole lot of forward progress, but we made some interesting discoveries inside this ancient ruin that we have found ourselves deep within. Roughly 1,200 or so feet underground at the moment. A little more than that, actually, because the elevator went down 1,200 feet. And you're already 100 and something feet underground. You're about 1,300 plus feet underground. Discovered a writing device that the players have figured out was how the Raal'shi wrote all the fancy messages on the walls. Took some trial and error with that one, both finding it and using it, but they eventually figured that out. Pushing outside of the elevator room, they saw some movement outside, just outside their vision. Eventually, managing to hit one of the creatures that was running around, killing it, causing it to let out a shriek, and eventually drawing in a bunch of the similar creatures, later identified as troglodytes, and they had weaponized, well, domesticated cockatrices that had a lot. Pushing a little further forward, after Manic chased one of them down, he found a little hidey hole that the group has decided to post up in for the night, or quote unquote night to rest up.
Quote unquote night, quote unquote long rest.
Taking a break in the hidey hole. No one did their long rest yet. I'll reset everyone's things. Because we have to set up, y'all decide who's taking watches and all
Yep. I volunteered for first.
I will do second watch.
I guess I got third.
Are we doing watches in like duos or one at a time?
Probably one at a time.
There is 5 of us, so one watch could overlap, but we need to at least do 4 watches.
Well, if y'all do 5 watches, no, you got to do at least 5, because 2-hour shifts, you need 8 hours for a long rest.
Yeah.
So
So
you need
2-hour
10
shifts,
hours.
there's 4.
Yeah, it's 8 hours, but that 2 hours, someone only
Oh,
6.
yeah.
So you need 10 hours total.
My bad. I forget how spoiled we got on a 5-party last time.
Technically, y'all have a 5-person party now.
Yeah, but none of us are elves.
Yeah, y'all had 2 elves last time.
Yeah.
That was
yeah,
the
we
real.
did.
That was
that
the
was
real.
the real.
We got
Deciding
a little
The
factor.
real
spoiled.
assist.
Guy volunteers to sleep first.
Passes out.
As Guy says that, he's already like tucked into the corner.
Shin just kind of has the pick slung over his shoulder and the shield up. He's like, I got first one. And he sits by the doorway.
And twice will volunteer for second. And tuck myself in.
I do want to point out one thing. Gaijin can't see in the dark.
I'll cast
got
light.
the
Can I
goggles,
cast
right?
light and fall asleep?
Doesn't light have a time limit?
1
An
hour.
hour.
Wait, Gaijin has the goggles though.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
you're right.
Gaijin's
Gaijin
got
does have
goggles.
goggles. You're right.
You can trade up the goggles as needed.
Guy can see in the dark just fine.
Falls asleep.
He is sleeping with the goggles on, so y'all really can't tell.
Before we go to
So-
bed, Shin will kind of turn around to Connor and say, "Can you see in the dark?"
Oh yeah, that's why I gave
Oh.
you all the goggles.
Oh, okay. I was gonna sleep right there if you couldn't, so I could, be easily woken up outside. But I'll find a hidey hole.
Yeah, I'll take whatever shift y'all need. Do y'all think we should kind of set up before passing out, since we're so unknown territory and all?
Guy's already asleep.
Yeah, if we want to do any kind of prep, then we can. I just was offering mine. He kind of like gestures to himself.
Can't move
I
the
figured
table as like a makeshift door, can we?
Yeah.
There's some material you could pile some stuff up.
So, so like, I assume like stones and maybe some wood and stuff. If we were to try to make a barricade or I guess like a trigger trap where it just like make a noise over a certain space, would we have the materials for that?
I mean, between the 5 of you, there's like 100 feet of rope.
Yeah, I mean like some.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
if
I
you're
mean, if
trying
we
to
had
make,
a
I'm
rope-
saying if you're trying to make a trigger trap, you could unwind.
Yeah.
Turn like 8 foot of rope into like 10 feet of
So-
trigger wire.
So I'm more of, and I can list out all the tools I can work with if needed, but I'm more so like, my thought is to make a barricade in this door here, or the long path here. If I can make something that's like 3 squares long, that's either a barricade or a trap.
Yeah, you probably have the materials depending on what you're thinking you want to do.
Just gonna gestures like right here. Hang on, grab that appropriate tool for that. Like right here to right here might be a good one.
Oh, don't worry about this hallway. I can cover that.
Huh.
And I kind of just point at the end of my gun and mention like I could do the same way I snared it last time. I can just put one here. It'll stay hidden.
Yep.
But it can't cover the longer hallway.
Just kind of nods. I'm on board for whatever y'all think is best. I'm just here to help.
Y'all can hear Gaijin snoring loudly. He had like zero trouble falling asleep here.
Just in the middle of sleeping, you hear guy yell, "Stay away from those stones! That's my stones from my ritual, not yours!"
Apparently, Gaijin talks in his sleep now.
I think he's having a nightmare of some sort about stones.
All right. Well, we'll be delicate if we move the stones, I guess. So, what do y'all think? And I kind of point to the doorway of the main house, and then the opening over to the west. It's like, my thought is either barricade or set some sort of trap, in one of these 2 spots.
Just so I'm clear here, is this like demolished on one side and only one side's a clear entry?
That was where there used to be some sort of door, and it doesn't look like the door itself was broken so much as it just decayed over time and fell apart.
Okay, so it is 2 spaces wide.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's just
we
like
could
debris
just-
more than like actual usable.
We could just like rope up this whole area and then put ourselves inside.
Or rope it off.
Yeah, it's like police tape. They can't, cross. I'm sorry, train patrol police tape. Oh shit.
RMP.
Yeah, you know the joke I'm trying to make here.
Caution tape.
All
Yeah.
right.
Gosh, but Shin just kind of gestured that. He's like, but, whatever we want to do. I'm just here to help. You and Manic, Twice, you probably got right a pretty good idea on this, so I defer to all 3 of you. Only traps I'm used to is kind of hunting in the wilderness or, fishing lines.
Well, I think what Conrad's getting at is, do y'all want like an alarm trap or like a trap?
Yeah, probably an alarm trap. I think if there's going to be anything, it's going to be a lot more than one
Ooh.
trap's going to handle.
So basically, what I'm saying is either my thought is at the door put a trap that would like barricade and slow them down or knock them back or something, or back here since that's a longer radius to cover, setting something that alerts us when something walks here.
I would
We
do
have-
the alert one.
Yeah, I was about to say, do we have any kind of empty bottles or anything that we can fill with like tiny stones that'll make noise whenever
Yeah,
someone
that-
crosses tripwire?
If you look around inside the building, there are some tiny jars. Some are broken, but to fit your purposes, you could finagle it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd be willing to sacrifice my rope for that.
Yeah, I
Not
can use some
sacrificing, but just
rope. Anyone have any empty bottles?
Yeah, there's some inside the building. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Roll me a what's the intelligence? Intelligence plus proficiency. So, Conrad, roll your intelligence plus proficiency. D20 plus 5 plus 3, so plus 8.
I suppose there's no way to use the help action on this because I'm too dumb.
You are
I'm just gonna-
you are assisting.
Oh, fuck.
You're the reason it's not disadvantaged because he can't reach high enough to set it up.
Hey. Ooh, 17.
History, yeah, that works. It's the same roll.
Yeah, that's what I've wanted it.
Okay.
17. Yeah, y'all managed to set up. Shin, mark off 10 feet of your rope.
Yep.
You unravel it. Use part of that to make the trip line on the bottom. Have it go up to where it's hanging about 5 or 6 of the jars y'all found that were held up enough that y'all could put some rocks in and make some noise.
Oh, so we're basically making the tin can trap and fall out.
Yeah, y'all making a 10 can trap.
Essentially.
Just something to alert you while it's still far enough away that y'all can somewhat prepare yourselves. And Conrad, you said you were going to put a snare trap over here?
You're muted, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're muted.
Oh, I don't even remember doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna put it. I assume this is about 5 feet. I'm gonna just put it right there in that pathway.
All right.
All right, and then before we go to bed, I'm like, I got one more idea. Is there? I assume there's like some wood debris laying around too.
I just
That we
got to
didn't
point
use.
at the door.
All right, I'm gonna pick that up and I'm gonna set it up over here, and then just kind of like hold my glove up to it and use my magical tinkering.
Mhm.
And the wood pile, I'm gonna make it basically can shed a bright light, and if I want to make it look a little bit like a fire if possible, but mainly just look like a light over there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna kind of like grab a rock and set near it, which and just kind of have it. Well, actually, I'm gonna take the rock and just start kind of rubbing it against everybody a little bit. Just be like, yo, y'all trust me. And if
Conrad.
no one has any issues,
Conrad starts rubbing you all with a light, with a rock.
and then I'm
Just
gonna
kinda
use.
stares down and nods.
Yeah, and if no one is resistant to that, I'm probably gonna leave the sleeping guy alone. He seemed to be kind of defensive about the stones earlier.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I'm gonna use another of the magical tinkering to kind of emit our smell coming from it as well.
Okay.
So it like from a distance,
It seems like a
concept is from
campfire.
a distance, yeah.
I see what you're going for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good distraction. Good fucking thing, Conrad.
Thanks.
All right.
All right, I
You should
think
just
we're all
like
set.
pats him on the back.
Can I give a stretch and like, all right. So what shift am I taking?
Just kind of rolls his shoulders. Y'all go to sleep. I think you're fourth. Wait, Manic, were you third?
I can take 30 maybe.
I think
I
it was
can't remember what
Shin
you said
twice,
earlier. I
Manic.
apologize.
Gaijin didn't say. And then,
We'll wake him up last.
yeah, that'll be 8 hours. He can just get up first.
All right. Well, go in and find a little corner.
All right, everybody pile back in.
What's I think we briefly talked about it. So for medium armor, the time to wear it is that
Takes a minute
Does
to
that
take
apply?
off.
Oh, wait, no, a minute.
It takes a minute to take
All right.
off, 5 minutes to put on. Heavy armor
All
takes
right,
5 minutes to take off, 10 minutes.
and is there a penalty for sleeping in medium?
Yes. You don't.
All right.
Well, not if you haven't used any health die. Then there. If you haven't used health die and don't have exhaustion, then functionally no penalty.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, then I'm gonna keep my armor on as a set up in my corner here.
Right, anyone else leaving their armor on or taking it off?
I'm leaving mine on because I'm first shift.
Oh yeah. I don't think any of you have used health die yet, so I guess none of you have to take it off. But that's also. But Shin, you're going first.
Yeah, Shin's gonna kind of move into like right here and kind of settle on a piece of like the door that's sticking up. And I'd like to use restore,
Okay.
just 1 AP. Just kind of,
Top
buff
yourself
myself up as I'm looking around.
Go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
It's coming.
Oh, it's coming.
We don't know when. We do know where. Restore is a D4.
Oh, I rolled my health dice. Sorry.
Oh, well, take
All
4.
right, Pog 4.
All right, so you kind of bolster yourself a little bit. Take the first watch. Roll a perception.
I do have the pick and shield out.
Yeah. I'm streaming what? What? Is mommy
19.
asleep?
Shin is
Yeah,
Hawkeye
no,
in
that's
this.
for
He
your
does
snack.
not
No,
feel comfortable.
get some Doritos if you want them. Sorry, Kib's asked me something. 19.
Oh, good.
Yeah, if you're watching through them, you don't really hear anything. I mean, you hear some cave noises, but nothing sounds like it gets particularly close to you all. About 2 hours goes by. You're trying to wake up twice.
She just kind of stands up. Free action. And turns it back into Skullbreaker.
Mm-hmm.
Do that real quick. All right. And he walks over. Careful not to wake up Manic and Conrad, and pinches down and like kind of shakes twice.
As you're walking over, looking over at everyone, Conrad and Manic are taking up very little space. Like, they seem kind of used to sleeping in these kind of environments. Gaijin is sprawled on the floor. He seems used to it in a different way. Twice doesn't look comfortable as you go and wake him up.
I'm just gonna wake up and kind of rub my eyes and look at Shin and say, "Is it my turn?"
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of post up near the door though, so if anything crazy happens, just wake me up.
Get some sleep.
And I'll kind of move to right here and just kind of sleep on this pile.
Sleeping on some rocks.
Yeah.
Nature's pillows.
Brutal.
And roll
Soft.
perception, guys. You.
Yeah, roll a perception.
Yikes.
All right. So you're not used to. You can't see in the dark naturally. You have to keep casting light. You're not terribly comfortable with being underground, just like in general either. But it doesn't seem like anything. You don't hear similar with Shin. You don't really hear anything. Besides, cave noises.
Damn you, Minecraft update.
Yeah, and you time your 2 hours almost to the dot because you wake up, cast light, cast it again, and when it goes out the second time, it's about that time.
I will go wake up Manic.
Okay. As you're walking back, make another perception check.
Big money twice. You got this.
All right.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
Everyone else make perception checks at disadvantage.
Is there a way to do that with the built-in thing?
Just roll it twice.
Okay.
damn. 17 and 8.
17 and a 22. That's 7 and a 22.
Is this at advantage or disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Okay, well then I probably shouldn't roll again, but I will.
Oof.
Oof.
So
Wait.
9, 7.
Oh, wait. I'm
2.
sleeping, so Danger Sense probably doesn't proc, right?
Nope.
That's a day.
Yeah, that's also in place for next saves.
I know.
I don't know
Let's
where
go
my
with
first
finagle.
one went, so I'm gonna roll again, but that's just because I can't find it on the turn order.
All right.
You can't get worse than a nat 1, though, and it's a disadvantage.
8 was the DC. Thankfully for the thank y'all owe Conrad, but Conrad and Shin, y'all
Well,
can
I rolled it, yeah.
Conrad and Shin, y'all hear the jars jingling. So y'all
Shit
both
immediately
wake
just
up.
pops up.
Twice you hear nothing as you're going to wake up Manic.
As you're going to wake up Manic, you just see Shin just walk past you menacingly a little bit.
I assume my
Stand right here.
the long rest hasn't kicked in.
Nope.
All right, I
You're just gonna holler back. Did anyone else hear that? Not like holler, but just like say into the room.
I
right
just
when I
yell,
hear it,
"You're my stones."
right when I hear it,
Medic,
I'm
wake
gonna
up,
post it
guy.
here.
Oh fuck.
Huh?
Yeah, he just hear Shin just like pull up his sword. Just medic, wake up, guy.
All right, I need y'all to roll initiative.
You know it's
Yeah, Shin
bad.
is standing there with Skullbreaker.
You want to know something awful and stupid that I've done?
What's that?
Blew all my spell slots.
Yep.
That's fine. I don't have any either.
What is spell slot?
Wait, did
got-
we not do a long rest last time?
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay, good. Yeah,
Hey,
I
but
don't have
21.
any spell slots either, so we're good.
All right, Gaijin, you don't roll initiative. You're still asleep.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't click on myself. I rolled a 21.
Manic got woken up by Twice was already in the process of waking up Manic when Shin and Conrad hopped up. That's the only reason Manic's awake. Because Twice didn't hear the thing going on, so he still could have woken up Manic. Let's see, that's Twice, Conrad, Manic. Shin, you rolled a 20.
I rolled a 21, but sorry, I didn't click myself.
That is a 2. Alright, I need to roll for the Timber Hulk.
Oh, fuck.
The what?
Don't worry
Umber
about it.
Hulk.
That blue.
Alright, top of the order, we got Shin. Shin,
Okay.
you're starting it. I already know you're looking at it. Give me a charisma saving throw.
Yep. Seven.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
As you make
Didn't
eye
have a chance to
contact
reach
with
yet.
it, you kind of everything starts to feel weird. Like everything looks fuzzy to you. You don't feel like you're in control of your body necessarily. Like everything's just kind of fuzzy. We'll go with that. All right. So
Is that my whole turn? Or do I still get a bonus action?
oh no, hold on. Make a melee attack.
Oh,
your
yeah, it's
weapon.
confusion. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get my bonus action off. Oh, fuck, it's two-handed too. All right. I'm sorry. I have never been happier to roll on that one.
All right. So Shin turns around towards you, Conrad, and just it looks like he's trying his hardest to hold back as he swings the sword at you, but it goes way too high. It goes over your
You just
head.
like lock eyes with Shin for a second. He's just like,
All right.
as if he's trying to fight every self within him.
Mark you with. It looks like not fiction. All right, so you can't do nothing till the end of your next turn. That's when you can repeat.
Yeah.
All right, it's its turn. It's gonna boom, 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 boom. As the thing's just coming straight for you, Shin. Luckily, Shin's in the
Whips around.
doorway, and he can't really get to the rest of you. It's gonna make a multi-attack at you.
Okay.
First with the claw.
Can I use my semblance?
Yes.
All right. I am going to vicious mockery.
Hey.
Just say, hey, back here, big guy.
All right. Roll a wisdom saving throw. 4 max damage. Nice. That one's.
Hey, there we
I
go.
rolled 2.
I don't know, but it's only rolled 1 when I hovered over it. So.
Yeah.
You rolled 2 though, didn't it?
No, it rolled
It
1.
rolled two. It rolled 2 dice, but it only rolled 1 unrolled. 20.
Yeah.
It's weird. But anyway, it failed.
Hey, disadvantage, baby.
Yep. So it has disadvantage. Is that all attacks this turn, or its next attack?
Just one, the next attack.
Yeah, it's
so-
just the next.
All right. So this first attack, disadvantage, and that is a miss.
Pog.
All right. Second claw attack, that is a miss, and mandibles, that is a 22 to hit. That hits. As this thing's
Yeah.
just giant pincers on its mouth come get you right like at the abdomen shin. And that's gonna be
Hang on.
shit. I dropped my dice. I have no idea where the hell that thing went. Like at all. That is unfortunate.
It's probably underneath your disc.
Yeah.
It's lost to the sauce.
I'll look for it in a minute, but I'll roll another one. D8.
Give him max damage if need be.
No, fucking do that. This thing's hard enough as is. Yeah, you're just gonna take 17 slashing damage. I need a con save.
Seven.
It is a fail, so you're going to take 1 stack of bleed too.
Ah!
But yeah, it got you pretty good, but that's the end of its turn. Conrad.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Um,
I don't get out of that when I
So-
take damage.
You would actually have somewhat of an understanding of this thing, Conrad. You probably have never encountered one before, but you would have definitely have read about them.
would I have pieced together what's going on with like why Shen attacked me and everything, and to not
Yes.
look directly at it?
You would know that an Umber Hulk can confuse victims that look at it. So you know what's going
You-
on with Shen.
I net one, so you did see me like fighting everything I had within me to attack you.
Yeah.
All right. Could I? Would it be an action or a bonus action for me to go up to Guy and say something while ripping off the goggles?
It would be an action because it'd be a bonus action to grab the goggles, but an action to talk to them. Because I'll count pulling the goggles off of them as using an item.
Can I say something above game?
Depends on what.
I did shout at Manic to go get Guy.
Okay,
I mean, I haven't done it yet.
it's true.
That is true. But I did shout that before I got, Umberholt.
I'm
But that's on Conrad.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna kind of when I'm yelling at him, I'm going to make a point that they both kind of hear me because I assume he hasn't really seen what's going on, Manic.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm gonna go up and just rip the goggles off in a way that like really aggressively, so it kind of wakes him up.
Mhm.
And I was just like, don't look into its eyes, just go fight.
Guy says, "Oh my fucking rock!
What?
Oh what? No!"
All right, roll initiative, Gaijin. I'll put you in on the next go around.
Don't look at the eyes. Go fight.
As the little gnome rips the goggles off, it's pitch black to you, except you can see the light shining from the hallway now. 18, solid.
How the fuck am I gonna fight if I can't look at it?
Take disadvantage. You can look
I
away.
mean, you're the monk.
You can take disadvantage to not look at it.
Yeah, I specified don't look at the eyes, not don't look at it entirely. So.
Yeah.
So can I like stare at like its legs or some shit?
Yes.
Try to hit it. Okay.
You heard
you're gonna-
what you heard Conrad say. As far as your character knows, don't look at its eyes.
Don't look
Guy
at its legs.
Sensei fighting Itachi. Go ahead.
That's it for Conrad. Unless you want to move, you still got 10 feet of movement.
Let's see. Yeah, might as well move a little farther back into the corner here.
Don't look at its eyes. Go fight.
It's fair. It's
Hide.
fair. Well, he said y'all go fight. Yeah. He'd say anything about him fighting.
All right, Manic, you're up.
I 10. I'm gonna heed his wording and not look at it in the
Mhm.
eye. 10, 20, 30. This thing's huge.
It is big. Big old boy.
Since it's still, I'm gonna deck it since I'm behind it.
All right, I'm gonna count this as you not having disadvantage because you are behind it. Like, can't look at something's eyes from behind it.
All right. So where is? Where? There it is. So, pop.
That's a hit. It additional D4.
D4, okay.
Solid.
So
8 damage.
8 damage. And what's our features? And a bonus action, I'm just gonna pop it again.
All right. 23 also a hit.
4, 7, and
9.
additional
Nice.
9.
As Manic runs up, kind of squeezes between Twice and Shin at the door, and squeezes around the Umber Hulk to get behind it, and just starts like jabbing at it from the back. It does not seem to like it.
Punch it in the asshole.
All right, Twice, your turn. Are you looking or not?
Imagine I can't see over Shin right now.
That is true. Shin is standing directly in front of you. He's
Um,
also
I'm
turned
just,
kind of facing you. Like, Shin, you got hit in the back.
I'm just gonna keep talking shit from behind Shin.
Yeah, I would assume I yelled loud enough that he heard what I said if he didn't get
Yeah,
what was going on too. Okay.
Actually, I'm just gonna keep talking shit. And you miss me.
All right.
And then I am now at this point going to pop out around the corner and look at it.
You are looking at it?
Yeah.
Well, it failed
Because
its,
I guess I wouldn't know any better.
it did fail its, wisdom save. So it takes that damage and has disadvantage on its next attack, but make a... Yeah, that is a failed charisma save. So that is... Everything starts to get foggy for you, too. That was
Well, he said he wouldn't know anything, but I mean, like I said, I was loud enough where you would have heard me.
He did, but, like, he probably didn't know how to fight without looking at it because he uses the crossbow. You know?
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, you start to feel your body go weird as well, and since you only used the bonus action, you still have your action. And you do nothing with your action. You
I don't
stand
have
there.
my action.
No, you use Vicious Mockery. That's a bonus action, isn't it?
No, Vicious Mockery is the action, and then
Oh,
firing
yeah,
the
yeah.
weapon is the bonus action.
That's right. Okay, I got it backwards. Never mind then.
Oop.
Shin.
Does it make the save?
Shin does nothing. No, but now he can repeat the save. Charisma save, Shin.
Okay.
As you stand there and do nothing, just...
Scared it. What's a 4 do for you?
Absolutely nothing. There's some drool coming out of Shin's mouth. Alright, Gaijin, you're up. You're prone technically right now, because you just got woken up.
Alright, guy's gonna stand up.
Alright, half your movement.
And guy oh gosh, that might be a bad idea. I'm sorry. You know what?
You can hurt us. It's fine.
Fuck it. Alright. Guy's just gonna wake up and he's gonna jump up really quick and he is just going to freak out and he's gonna harness nature.
This is a stone floor at the moment.
Okay, so guy's gonna cast Shatter.
Oh god, where are you casting Shatter?
At the door. So
Right here? Right there?
on Shin.
Alright, Manic, Shin, Twice. Give me Constitution saves.
Fuck, come on.
22.
Soft 20.
Those are both passes.
15.
That is a pass as well. Good job, everyone. Y'all. Roll your 3d8. Gaijin. And the Umber Hulk passes as well. So everyone passed. So everyone takes 7 damage.
And guy's just gonna kind of realize what he needs. He says, "Oh fuck, sorry."
As everyone kind of like was ringing in their ears, and everyone kind of turns, even in their confused state. You feel like Shin and Twice are kind of judging you. You feel like even the Umber Hulk's kind of judging you.
I'm a real heavy sleeper.
All right. Anything else? Anything for your bonus action?
No, actually, yeah, I'm gonna convert some sorcery points to
Spell
spell
slots.
slots.
All right.
Yeah, I can do however many I want to with one bonus action.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get 2 of them,
All right. 2 level 1 slots back.
2 level 1s. Yeah.
All right. Mark off the points and add spell slots.
All right.
All right. Umber Hulk's turn. And seeing as how Manic kind of put the hurt on it and it can't quite get to Gaijin right now, it's going to turn around and look at you, Manic.
He's got disadvantage on the first one, correct?
That is correct.
Yep.
So first claw, that is a nat 1, so that is a miss. Second claw, that is also a miss.
Whew.
And the
Survive!
and the
Come on, Manic.
mandibles,
Come on, Manic.
that is a nat 20.
Oh,
How do you want to do this?
I'm
I
dead.
mean,
Go.
you're probably not
Wait.
you're probably not gonna die.
I'm down.
Not if I can't roll. Oh my fucking god.
hey.
11 slashing damage. I need a Constitution save.
Fucking hell. Come on, man.
Oh.
You got these.
It has a +5. I rolled a 6 on 4 dice.
That's a 6. I'm dead. I'm down.
No, you have 1 HP and you have bleed.
Which
Wait.
approx at the start of my turn. So
It does, but you're still not technically down yet. And that if you go down, you don't have to make a death save that turn either.
Wait. I didn't.
Prolong.
I didn't take my bleed damage at the beginning of my turn last turn.
Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you. I forgot.
Yeah, sorry.
2.
Okay.
So is bleed a D4 or?
Yeah, it's a D4. It can get
Okay.
more as it goes up, but one stack D4.
now I have a question, Adam. Since on my turn, can I heal before the bleed takes effect?
I will allow it if you use your aura. I couldn't allow a
That's what I
spell.
meant, like using the aura heal.
Yeah, I'll
This is a
allow it
free
because
action.
it's a free action.
Okay.
I wouldn't allow an action or a bonus action. But it is Conrad's turn.
All right. So from what I've seen of this creature, can I tell? Does it seem just like an organic creature?
Yeah, it is definitely an organic. It is not like an aberration.
Okay. So no like metal or anything like that.
Nope, this looks like a big bug.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna kind of inch forward, making a point to not.
It's turned
look
around right now.
directly at it.
It's turned around.
Oh, okay. Is it? Okay. Right here. All right. So, would I have a clear shot to Manic from here?
Yeah, I'd allow it because it doesn't take up that whole space.
All right. And I guess I can tell he's looking pretty rough, so I'm
yeah.
going to use I'm going to use my arcane extension for a level 2 cure wounds.
All right, mark it off. That's your last one, isn't it?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, feel free to roll it.
All right. I don't know how hit works if it's an ally, but
Manic has seen what you've done, so he's seen how you handle a gun, so I don't assume he's trying to dodge it. But 18 hits regardless.
cool.
I fall unconscious for a split second.
Oh wait, shit, wrong one. This one.
Nice. So you see Conrad poke out, stick his gun out, kind of like underneath between Twice's knees, pretty much. And he aims his gun at you, Manic, pulls the trigger, and you feel better. Oh, your bleed's gone too.
Thank you. Thank you, Conrad.
And let's see, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, yeah, and then I'm gonna kind of nuzzle here against the wall after that,
All right.
and that's my turn.
Cool. And Manic, your aura's tuned to slashing up for your adaptive shield.
Yeah, gotcha. Damn it.
I mean, it only does slashing damage, so kind of works out. Your turn.
Alright, well,
Are you
first
looking at it?
action. I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking
Alright.
at the eyes. So it's
Alright.
gonna be disadvantage.
Correct.
So
It's a miss.
I'm at one. Um, second one's just gonna be a miss.
Again, miss.
Um,
You try to.
I'm gonna use the enhance.
All right.
Not the enhance. What was the accuracy one?
That's enhanced.
It's enhance. Oh yeah. Okay. So it's a D6. It's a adding a D6 heps.
Oof.
Don't think 13 hits.
13 does not hit, unfortunately. And despite its size, you're finding it very hard to hit when you're not looking at it. But that's unfortunately that's it for Manic. Unless you want to move.
I'm gonna get hit if I move.
All right, twice. Twice does nothing but stands there and also gets some drool going down the corner of his mouth. Roll a charisma save twice.
All right.
You're supposed to be good at these.
See, I haven't rolled anything over a 5 tonight.
All right, 17's enough. And you kind of shake out of it and you're like, oh. But that is your turn.
Okay, cool.
Shin. Let's see what Shin does. First, bleed. Shin takes 3 damage from bleed.
You see Shin just cough up some blood. Blah.
All right, and then Shin does nothing. Damn. Roll a charisma save. As he's just standing there, kind of bleeding, and just coughs up some blood, and just the drool out of the corner of his
7.
mouth is no him. Not even drool anymore. It's just blood. All right, Gaijin.
All right. Seeing that guy just like fucked up, and he's also kind of sorry about it, and also seeing that Manic has been healed, he's going to cast. Wait, hold on one second. He might not. Yeah, he's gonna cast level 1 Healing World with a twin spell on Shin and twice.
All right. Mark off your sorcery point and the 2 spell slots.
It's just 1 spell slot, right?
No, it's 1 spell slot for each cast.
Oh, okay. And the sorcery point's the second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not gonna let you cast 2 free second spell for free.
I thought it was. I
I
thought,
thought
it
it
was
was, to be
a
fair.
sorcery point as a spell slot, but that
Oh,
makes
let me double check. Twin spell.
Yeah, I
No,
think.
you're definitely right.
Yeah, let's say I think he's right there, but I'm not certain either.
No, yeah, you can use your sorcery points to gain additional spell slots or sacrifice spell slots to gain additional sorcery points as a bonus action.
Hold on. You can spend a number of sorcery points equal to the spell's level to target a second with the same spell once. It doesn't say. I'm gonna say it does count the spell and look it up real quick.
Yeah, I think what it is you can use your sorcery points as a spell slot. So if it's level 2, you can use 2 sorcery points. But to boost it to a second level, it's the spell slot plus the point.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. My thing wasn't working for a while there.
Hold on. Hold on. Nope. Nope. It only costs 1 spell slot. You are
Nice.
you are casting 1 spell and targeting 2 creatures.
And actually, I just realized I can do that. I can do Healing Word as a bonus action. So does that mean I still get an action too?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
But y'all both heal 7 twice in Shin.
Fog.
And then Guy's gonna run down here.
Guys, see, I'm at 22.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my stuff isn't updating as well.
It doesn't.
That's-
It doesn't auto update. That's me doing it. So if I'm wrong, update what's on your sheet.
Yeah, guy,
Okay,
you just never
uh,
took the 7 off from the shatter originally.
I got 18.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was trying to do. I felt bad for Manic, but
Right.
he got saved already.
Ready, my logo.
Also, didn't know if it would impact your.
But yeah, if
Status
Manic
is
passed, he
probably
wouldn't have taken anything. This was deck save.
No, it's
Well,
a
he-
con save.
No, he doesn't have that yet anyway.
Okay.
Not yet anyway. But anyway, anything for your action, Gaijin?
Yeah, I'm gonna whip.
You gotta get closer.
Sorry.
All right, that's 15.
Just moves directly behind twice. Hey, let me breathe down your
He
neck for a
does.
second.
He doesn't want to get closer.
Can I use 2 aura points to moan when he whips?
Are you looking at it?
I'm
he's
looking
looking
at
at
its
me.
back. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's turn facing Manic. You're right. So yeah, no, 9 does not. Well, it hits. It just got ding.
All right, and then the guy looks down at the ground, and that's it.
All right. This thing's turn again, and it's almost confused by the fact that Manic is still standing. So it's going to make its multi-attack at Manic. First claw. That's an at 1. Second claw. That's an at 2. What the hell? Mandibles. That is a soft 20 to hit.
Shield.
You're going to shield it?
I am shielding it.
Isn't your AC 15?
16.
Oh, okay, so it's 21 now. All right, cool. So yeah, it goes in with the mandibles at you, and Manic just eat.
I wish I could react.
Oh, okay, that's right, Conrad. You're right.
Yeah, I didn't have a channel to post that in, so I'll just do it in there.
Yeah, Manic, you throw up the shield as the mandibles come in. They kind of ting off of it, and Manic looks scared, but also like he's proud of himself at the moment.
I'm keeping his attention. Guys, I need help. Stat.
All right, but
I'm trying.
Conrad, your turn.
Get it, Conrad?
That's a little Kerborn is just fighting this monster that is at least 4 or 5 times his size.
Guys, Sue, could we get some of that music you downloaded in the chat?
No,
Kerborn could.
Oh yeah, where's the music, man?
I don't know. I didn't. I forgot I did it.
No. Fuck y'all. Y'all don't deserve music.
But
All right. So is this thing looking rough at all?
It's damaged.
I'm trying, alright?
How much can a gigantic insectoid look damaged?
I mean, it definitely has plenty of fight left in him. Like it doesn't look. It looks like it's more pissed than hurt.
All right. I'm Wait, hold on. I gotta look at your stuff.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in this shit right now.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna move over here and can I shoot over everyone? Is this thing big enough for that?
Over or under, you're 3 feet tall.
Oh, good point. Do I have to like roll a disadvantage to them in the way, or potentially
No.
risk hitting them?
No.
Okay.
It's taller than everyone, and you're too short. Like Gaijin's 6 feet tall, Shin's 6 feet 8.
All right. Yeah. So I'm just gonna make an attack with my gun. Move over here.
Pull out my gun.
Well, that's the damage roll if I get it, I guess. Click the wrong one.
26 is definitely a hit. And you want me to take that 12?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, as you go and you shoot it, it did not respond well. Like, it did not like that. It turned and it is now staring at you.
Oh, actually, sorry.
No, that's it. That's
I
all.
gotta roll. Oh, I gotta roll a disadvantage.
No, it was looking away.
Oh, okay. It's turning manic. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, now after you hit it, you felt like that did some serious damage. It did not like it.
All right. I'm gonna try to slink back to where I was.
And Manic, you see it like
After-
whip
after-
around. Like you heard the gunshot, and this thing whips around.
So I noticed it.
Yeah, why is it replaying the song? It's not supposed to replay the song.
I don't hear the song. Because then it might be roll 20.
Yeah. Get out of mute roll 20.
No, it meant like it's the music's playing, but I don't hear it.
Ah.
Oh, nothing's currently playing for me.
Yeah, I just turned it off because I forgot to put it on loop.
There we
Should
go.
go through Discord with it.
Yeah, if I go through Discord, it's not as easy to hear on stream, or it overlaps over other people.
Ah.
Dream, we care about you.
All right, anything else for Conrad though?
That's it for my turn.
All right, Manic, it turned around. It's now no longer facing you. Now it looks pretty damaged.
Is it considered flank?
No, not currently.
Okay, fair enough. Since I noticed that the piercing effect did hurt it, I'm checking my weapon.
All right, and Conrad can't even see it. So you pull the spikes out. All the spikes come out of your gauntlets.
So I'm gonna.
Wait, I can't see what?
Manic tricked his weapon. You just can't see it
Oh,
from where
okay.
you're standing.
So pop.
That's it.
Ooh.
Cool. I'm fusing my punch.
All right, that's your last spell slot, isn't it?
It is my final spell slot. So damage.
Solid. It did not like. As that spike goes through its shell so easy. Well, not easy, but like once it goes through.
What's my aura? Just like percentage.
2.
Of base
Equal to your
damage?
proficiency. Yeah, it's equal to your
Yeah,
proficiency.
so 2 slashing as well. And
Slashing, you don't feel like did as much.
I want to use chromatic orb. Thunder
You're-
damage.
You're gonna chromatic orb thunder it at point blank. Okay, roll it.
Fuck him. He tried to. He fucked me up. I know
I
it
don't-
says acid, but it's supposed to be thunder.
Yeah, no, I'd roll 6. That's weird. And I'll roll through 16. Yeah, you see the thunder like rip it on the inside, and the thing just and there's like steam coming out through its carapace, but it's still standing. It looks
Fury
fucked up
blows.
now.
Fury of blows.
You haven't used your bonus action. Are you just using Fury of blows though?
It uses my bonus action to attack twice.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Let me mark off the key.
It's your last key point too, ain't it?
I have one more left.
Okay.
Take out my spell slot. Action. Spikes. Okay, first hit. 18.
That's it.
5 plus 2. Well, 5 piercing, 2 slashing.
Mhm.
And the last hit. It's a 9.
All right. Well, that last hit wasn't necessary, but I was gonna let you do it anyway. How do you want to do this?
Since the infused punch didn't help, so I go try to run up and try to punch in the back of the head to try to kill it.
All right, you're gonna try to like jump up and like get it in the back of the head.
Just
Like
runs
flying
up
punch.
and, yeah.
All right, sounds good. Because you got with that first hit when the chromatic orb and the thunder goes off inside of it, and it kind of kneels down. So that allows you to kind of climb it pretty easily. So you get behind it, and you just see Manic come from behind and just jab the spike from his gauntlet through the back of this thing's head, out through the front of its face, and it's boom to the ground.
Hop back down. So my watch, right?
You see Shin kind of slump over.
Yeah, when it dead, Shin, the effect does end. Do need a medicine check if you want to try and stop that bleeding, though.
Yeah, Shin's just kind of slumped over, breathing heavily.
I can help if you need be.
I'll do. Wait, yeah. Is it someone on medicine and me, or can I? Medicine?
You can do it yourself. It's easier if someone else does it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, Shin's just kind of laying there.
I'm gonna loot this thing while they do that.
It is a bug.
Disassembling it.
12?
12.
He's just gonna go back to sleep.
Guy's just okay. Enough of that.
He's like, sorry, Manic, and he just falls back asleep.
Oh, you good?
Yeah,
As
12.
he's walking away, Shin's just like, "What do you mean, manic?"
I healed you, dickhead. I'm going to sleep.
He's right, you know.
I mean,
We'll remember
he did do 7 damage and then healed you for 7. So I mean,
I mean that only lasted, you know.
Above
3
game,
minutes
I
tops.
actually think that's the first time Guy has healed anyone else besides himself in this campaign.
I think so.
Because he
That's
actually
gross.
You healed me our first fight together.
Oh,
Yeah, that was session 0. That doesn't count.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
All right. What are you trying to do to this thing twice?
Like, you know how insects have like joints that you can obviously tell, oh, if I pulled this, it would come right out like a crab leg.
I mean, imagine if an insect was 10 feet tall.
Yeah. Well, I have a
And you-
guitar that has an edge on it.
Yeah, but you also have a strength of 8.
Shin, come help me.
It's pincers.
I was
Yeah,
about to say, Shin kind of stands up after Manic helps him. Stands on the head and tries to rip out one of the mandibles.
Yeah. And I would like to take an eye. I would like to take its eye.
So
Bit-
before they start tearing this apart, I kind of want to know if I can. I want to look closer at it and see if it if I can tell what it is. Like what kind of creature, if I've seen it before.
Oh yeah,
Twice
yeah.
pause
You
when
have.
this-
We went over this, but the fight started. You wouldn't know what it is. You've read about him. It's an Umber Hulk.
Okay, would I know anything about it having anything special, like anything valuable as far as like
Its eyes.
Blood
Okay. So,
extract.
And I've got my spoon out ready to scoop.
okay, so
I mean, the carapace itself could be valuable to the right people, but it'd also be heavy as fuck.
it's okay.
As far as
Alright, I got
something
nothing.
easily to get off of it, the eyes. The eyes are the most valuable, and they'd be the easiest to carry.
All right, I assume that's what they're after. I'm just gonna lean against the wall and pull my pipe and watch them rip out the eyes of this thing.
Is anyone watching Conrad while he's doing this, by the way?
I mean, I've got my eyes on him because he just told me to stop when I was about to scoop his eyes out. So.
All right, so
No, Shin's got a vendetta.
that's fine. As y'all are looking at Conrad, though, you'll see a little lizard kind of come out of his backpack or his pocket and like light his pipe for him.
Aw.
Twice pays no attention to it and just goes back to scooping its eyes out.
Wait, does Manic see it?
See what now?
Manic wasn't watching. He said
The tiny manic,
Okay.
that came out of his.
it was a lizard.
Never
breathes
mind,
fire-
I will
that
not
breathes
put that in
fire.
notes then. Wait,
So
Oh,
a
she's got
tiny
a little-
manic.
That's racist. But yeah, if you're taking out its eyes, Shin, and with twice his help, that'd be a survival check at advantage.
While he's
You
doing
any,
that,
you
I
any
want-
good at surviving, Shin?
Hold on.
what's
one
up?
Hold on 1 second. What was that, Conrad?
I was gonna say, like, while he's trying to scoop out the eyes, I just kind of want to blow my pipe in his direction and have the smoke form the image of the bug that he's trying to scoop the eyes out, and just the pincers slowly going towards his face.
And as he says, he blows out smoke, and it does take the form of the Umber Hulk, with its pincers just kind of coming at you, just very slowly. After it gets about a foot or two away from him, though, it kind of dissipates.
You see Shin like face taking it, just like, I wish I would have gotten a chance to fucking fight this thing, because he never did.
No, as far Shin just saw it, and then everything kind of goes fuzzy.
So Shin's a little bit angry, so he's just ripping out the eyes right now.
All right.
So are you just ripping them out? Or are you not
Oh,
doing?
it's a
Be
survival, right?
careful about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not just like angrily over that.
Yeah.
She's just like reaching into the socket and pulling them out. He
Twice
doesn't
is
care
just
about-
sitting over his shoulder like easy, easy.
All right. Well, this thing has two things on above its mandibles that look like eyes, and then two smaller orbs in between them that you assume are its actual eyes.
As Shin is like about to grab one eye, he just over at Finn or Twice, and he's like, "Do you want to do this, or do you want me to? Because I'm just gonna rip him out."
I mean, are you any good at this, or are you just kind of like neutral?
No, I'm pretty good at this. I can't say.
You've got skills. Okay, yeah, I'll help you. Don't worry. Roll an advantage.
All right. So here you got
Sorry,
you
that
got
was a
four
weird conversation. To have.
you got 4 attempts. I assume you're going for each eye, even the little ones.
Yeah.
All right. So you got 4 attempts. We'll
Like
start with
Twice
the,
holds out his hands. I got tremors. You got to do this.
all right. You got we'll roll advantage for each one since he's helping.
Oh no.
Is a 15 on the first one.
All right. 15. We'll roll them all. Then I'll tell you how it goes.
16. He's getting better.
It is 16 on the second one.
So,
Oh,
Alright.
Soft
Soft
20 on the third one. No, what? And
Last 2.
nat 20.
All right. So
yes.
you have 2 intact small Umber Hulk eyes.
I'm handing all these off to Finn, by the way.
And 2 perfect large Umber Hulk eyes.
Ooh, we did it, boys.
And they are squishy as he puts them in your hands twice.
Ew.
Yeah, and Shin just kind of got like a neutral look. He's like,
Well, let me rephrase.
I just wanted to fight it.
The outside of them where it would be facing like things is significantly harder, but the backside of them are squishy. And the
Did I
smaller,
add these to my notes, or
yeah, Adam here notes. They won't be enough to matter. But the small ones are about the size of ping pong balls, and the bigger ones are about the size of like softball.
I'll put them in my backpack and forget about them.
All right. I'm not gonna make y'all take watches again for the rest of the night, just for sake of speed. So everyone, feel free to take your long rests.
Thank God.
I assume Shin like moved body.
So
yeah, I'll just kind of
100%,
drag it.
100% the game plan was if there's no one encountering, Guy was just gonna walk out and run into all the traps because no one was gonna tell him about it.
Snare lasts until you turn it off, or does it last 8 hours? Conrad?
I think it's 8 hours.
Last 8 hours.
So that's way too.
Yeah. Which I can't find anything in the wording to tell me I can only have one, so that's good to know.
I mean, as long as you got spell slots, I assume you can just keep casting it.
If it's not concentration, you got this.
Yeah.
You can just made like a line of snares, but it also takes components because it does take 25 feet of rope each time.
Yeah.
We got plenty of rope.
Do we get our aura points back?
Yes, you get everything back.
Slap that long rest.
But you do have to manually put your aura back on D&D Beyond.
Should fix that.
I can't. Because it's unique. Because on short, it doesn't let me specify like on long rest do this, on short rest do this.
Yeah.
Because on
Okay,
short,
mine is okay, there
Still
we go.
limited.
yeah, because on short rest you don't restore equal to your proficiency back, but on long rest you restore all of it, and it won't let me specify that. But before we continue, you guys want to take a bio break?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
All right, then we'll keep
sounds
pushing
good.
forward. Be all right back, everyone.
Okay, I'm back. Wait, are we taking a break?
Yeah, everyone's on break. Taking a 5.
All right, chat. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, let me slap that follow on Gysuphage. And if you'd like to see him on every other media, it is also Gysuphage. We appreciate you all being here with us tonight. The multitude of our journeys are on youtube.com/Gysuphage. If you want to watch the prequel to this, you don't need to know what's going on now. But if you want to catch up, it's a Blood of the Father for this campaign. Lead into this one is the Adventurers Guild. But hey, that's up to you if you just want to see, a couple of years of awesomeness.
Yeah, and if you watch the Adventurers Guild, you will probably have no idea what's going on in this one, but they're related. It'll just be later down the road. So, like, after you invest at least 26 weeks into this campaign, you might want to go back and watch an Adventurers Guild.
Exactly. That's what we're setting up for the long con.
Yeah, it's all about the long con here.
Wait, what are we doing?
We're setting up for the long
campaign.
con.
What's the long con?
Having people get very invested into this campaign and then go back and watch Adventurers Guild.
Because they
Can
won't
find the full
understand what's
campaign of
going
both.
on.
I mean,
There's-
plot
there's-
twist: this campaign's gonna end, and we're gonna wake up right before we storm the tower, and then hear a voice in our head saying, "This is what happened if you do what you're doing." And then we're gonna wake up at like level 18, and then have to finish out the other campaign.
So the
Like,
problem
Tartarus
with
was a
that-
dream the
Maybe we can
entire
still
time.
do it.
the
Like-
problem with that sound
Yo.
is that the Adventurers Guild's no longer on YouTube. Adam took it down.
No.
He said so.
That's
How
right.
are we
Watch the
supposed
Twitch
to watch
VOD.
the VODs and write notes.
Wait, Twitch VODs.
Twitch VODs. That's
I
how,
don't know if
guys.
they. I don't
I don't think so, but
No, because Twitch has like this weird thing with Twitch VODs. You can only keep them for so long.
YouTube.
Watch the videos as you can and then ask us questions as it goes. That's chat interaction.
YouTube
We
blog.
can ask him when he gets back.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you took out the Adventurers Guild.
Wait, what?
Our first campaign, the Adventurers
What-
Guild.
What about it?
I'm pretty sure Adam took down the videos.
Oh, wait. Yeah, he did. Why did he do that?
Don't know. We didn't ask
Oh,
him. He just said he was going to do it. And to be fair, we didn't really ask.
yeah, we didn't really put up
we
much
just
of a
accepted
fight
his-
either.
we didn't. We
We're
just
just like,
accepted his decision.
That sounds about right.
I think his channel was like littered with D&D videos, and he was trying to clean it up.
Yeah, that
He
makes
should
sense.
just move them to like a archive channel or something.
You can make it like a Guys Who Stream archive.
I bet say stay tuned for guys who stream VODs or guys who phage VODs, whatever you want to
Or
do.
the
Or
archive.
guys who VODs.
Guys who
Yeah.
pods.
I consume a lot of YouTube, and I really like when people just separate their content and then advertise it on their own channel. Because there are channels where I'm like, you have an alternate channel that I don't want to subscribe to, because it kind of closes up my feed, when I'm trying to scroll through things that I can consume in 30 minutes to an hour.
Or I can just
And I
go
really
through-
appreciate when they have their like 8-hour videos on a separate channel. So when I want to throw something on in the background,
Who doesn't get caught up in the autoplay?
Dude, we
Yeah.
just make it one supercut that's like 40 hours long.
Where we cut out all bio breaks and shitty banter, and it's really only like 6 hours worth of
12.
content
Yeah.
after that.
Okay, yeah. 6 hours worth of content. This
I'd be
is
really
the supercut.
interested to like listen to these on one of those podcast apps that allows you to skip dead air and
Yeah.
just see how long it really is.
I'd say we at least had 24 to 34 hours worth of content.
I mean, we probably did. We played for over 3 years. It's probably over 100 hours of content.
Well, content, but I'm talking about like relevant to plot.
And you also have to put
About 100 hours of content. Because we did make 100 NPCs for that campaign.
He did.
Did.
And he's put more thought into this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Have you
would
ever-
say that like about 50 of it is probably dead air, and I'm not talking about like relevant content. I'm just talking about us like Oh, what is my I can't find this on my spell sheet.
Yeah.
shit. Okay, damn. I was gonna do this, but you know what I'm saying? If you get rid of that stuff.
Well, chat, you already know we're 3 years into this amount of stuff. Follow Gysuphage on Twitch and Gysuphage on YouTube because we're going to do this again, I'm sure, in the future.
Eventually.
Part of mine is just scrolling through shit.
Yeah, it's just,
Like on my
This-
on my character sheet, just scrolling through trying to find something either the resource to mark it off or the spell to use.
could not be me this campaign. Could be me last campaign.
Oh, Canudo was terrible.
Bruh.
Scrolling through that big ass
I
spell list.
Could
What do I wanna
not have
cast?
imagined.
That's why I just kept casting Fireball. Fireball.
Fireball or
alive?
Silverwind
big-
Strike.
Give us well. Yeah.
Silverwind Strike is such a shonen anime.
Steel wind strike.
No, still Wind Strike.
You use a melee hit and you deal the melee hit's damage plus was it I think 5d10 to
Yeah.
10 to 5 targets.
I'm so mad about this fight. I'm sorry. I could not fucking roll anything to break out. I had no fucking part in it.
Oh, it's fine, shit.
Yeah, it's okay. Manic took care of it and almost died again.
I know, I
Same
hate it.
modes. Same modes.
That's the one thing I want to try to prevent is Manic dying.
But the one thing you can't prevent is Manic basically soloing everything and almost.
I know. That's why Shin was so mad he just grabbed every eye out of there.
I'm
for you.
a Dark Souls character in a D&D campaign, let's be real.
Shin's just trying to help.
I'm fighting for my fucking life here.
Fighting my fucking life out here. At least I was somewhat helpful with grabbing eyes.
Oh god. Just further solidifying the fact that if Medic does survive this campaign, he's gonna be scarred to hell and back.
Yeah.
What the hell did you go through? Everything.
Bruh.
I can always go the Zoro method. Become so lost with directions. Can't even die correctly.
So lost in
Gets
the
lost
sauce,
in-
he can't even fight his way to death.
He gets lost in the tunnel and just ends up back in the mortal realm.
Man, just walks away. That was a fun adventure. On to the next one.
Well, this has been fun, guys. See you. Phases into the wall.
What the fuck? Medic eventually comes back, finds the party, licking an ice cream cone. Who are you people? Well, good news, guys. The Umber Hulk only took us like 45 minutes. We're fine.
I don't think it took that long. It probably only took 10-15 minutes.
No, remember? Well, no. Are you talking about like dismantling it or just fighting it?
Well, it's
Because fighting
about
it
like
took it,
up
like,
till
about
now.
Four. All the shit, right? Fighting it and.
But just think, yeah, we didn't have an hour of stream time before that. We've been streaming for an hour 15.
How do you know?
I watched chat.
Oh, it shows right there. Okay.
Mhm. That's right, chat. I'm reading you. And I always do.
You know why you can't do Christmas saves? Because this isn't Tarash. Shin is not Tarash, so he can't make Christmas saves.
Can't make con save. Yeah. Can't fucking make charisma saves because I'm not Tarash.
Quick, become bold.
I can't be him.
The guy that had a negative in charisma and made all his Christmas saves, or most of his Christmas saves, more Christmas saves than deck saves.
Yeah.
As a monk.
As like the monk too. Like I had such a high fucking.
How have you
dex.
survived? The inner confines of my mind or an enigma. Punches himself in the face. See? Wouldn't expect it.
Razzle dazzle.
So you say Razzle Dazzle, you do the jazz hands thing too?
And then Arson lets loose his attack from the old razzle dazzle.
So you're
Oh,
chosen death.
oh no! Oh, I didn't mean any of this.
God damn it, Mediacom. So we dropping some frames, but we're gonna push through. That's why we do the VODs.
Yay. Oh yeah, Adam, question.
Mhm.
We probably asked this before, and I probably forgot. Why did you take down the Adventure Guild videos?
Because I didn't feel like editing them all.
Fair.
Yeah,
There you go.
that makes sense.
Now, to be fair, I do very little editing on these videos when I post them. But I didn't want to go through each and every one of them, and I fucked up a lot, and it was just I wanted to get rid of them because we didn't have all of them either.
Yeah, we kind of started like.
Fair.
We started like
a
20
third.
sessions in,
Yeah.
and throughout it we missed, like, due to some bullshit from both me and Twitch, we missed about 15. So I felt without being able to include all of it, it felt wrong posting it.
Fair. Chat,
Fair
if you
enough.
have any questions on backstory, leave it in the comments of the YouTube videos.
That, and it was a test campaign.
It was a what?
It was a
was
test
a-
campaign.
Oh, test campaign. I heard S.
Technically,
I'm like,
now
what's
it
S?
was a setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This feels like One Piece. Are you telling me we invested 3 years only to get the tutorial?
Pretty much.
Yes.
It's nice.
Welcome to Dark Souls, motherfucker.
This whole campaign just stemmed from me giving an origin to the Reapers. Like, that's what gave me most of the inspiration for this campaign.
Oh shit, this
Some-
is One Piece.
Some throwaway enemies I introduced in the last campaign. I was like, where did those come from? And then that led me down a rabbit hole, which is where I came up with most of this campaign.
That's cool.
But is everyone here?
Yeah.
J-Bo?
Wait.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
Boy.
Oi. Alright, that's everyone.
Oi.
So I'm gonna say y'all are waking up the next day. No more issues through the night. Everyone took the remaining shifts, patched themselves up. No one slept really great after that.
Got it.
Well, Guy did. But maybe Shin a little bit because he probably felt like having the body of the Umberhold just kind of sitting out there probably deterred a lot of stuff from getting close.
Mm-hmm. Basic predator tactics. If you see something bigger than you that's dead, you won't approach.
Manic was on edge the whole night.
The guy walks in the room and he goes, "Rides and shine, everyone. It's time to get going." Because he took last watch.
Right.
And he says, "By the way, there's some giant monster outside. What happened?"
Shin just kind of stares at him. Do you not remember?
He barely
I
saw
had a
it.
crazy dream.
I wanna remind him that I removed the goggles from him at some point, so he kind of just took shift.
Oh, I thought I found him and put it back on. My bad.
We can assume that too. That's fine.
That's what I assumed. I thought, like, when you took them off, I assumed you didn't take them. I just assumed you, like, ripped them off and, like, put them down.
He does the cartoon thing where he like stretches them back real far
Like,
and lets them
snapped it
go.
off his face.
You were trying to take him off my head so that I couldn't see his eyes, right?
See the flies?
To see his eyes.
See the eyes. Yeah. That's what I was doing.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
No,
But
but yeah,
anyway, like, I slept great. How did y'all sleep?
He just kind of walks past him and goes,
Mhm.
shitty. And goes and makes sure the Umber Hulk is still here.
it is. It was put in a rather funny positioning because Shin was, insulting it after death. Kind of looks like it was jerking it.
You guys know Umber Hulk eyes are very rare. We should take them. I didn't find them.
She just
Are
kind of
they already
smiles to
gone?
himself. He looks over at Guy and goes, ask Finn.
Gaijin would have actually know that the eyes are somewhat valuable because they are ingredients.
Yeah. Shin just kind of like does the nose look thing, goes, ask Finn.
I hold them up by their sockets as they dangle.
Shin
Drink
goes
Nice.
to
Good
goo.
job,
just
twice.
look right here.
Stuff them back in my bag.
Alright, y'all are free to move however y'all see fit. Still, there are 3 paths in front of you. There is the one to your immediate left. There is one to the right, and there is one south from this room.
Wait, guys, confused. Where did we come from in here?
This way.
That way. I just point over. Yeah.
Ah, okay. The guy
Well-
says we should go this way. And he just starts walking this way.
Well, one thing real quick, just so everyone... Y'all, I did show y'all the room. Y'all came down here, right?
And guy just
Yeah,
like
there's like
around like
there's
there's
a
a
way to the
monologue
right,
in his
right?
head.
You showed us the room. What do you mean?
Well, one second then. Before that, because y'all would have walked past it, so... Just so everyone has context of the room you're in. Y'all came from right here. And then you came
Oh,
down,
gotcha. So we have these 2 other ways to go, but okay, that makes sense.
and y'all came
Pretty sure we have a
down.
way this way.
You have a way to the right, a way south, and a way to the left.
Guy still says we go this way because we know that there are 2 other paths that way, and we will likely have to come back, which means we can rest again.
I think it's pretty good
Fair
odds
enough,
we killed
fair
the
enough.
largest thing in that direction. There's probably more of them, but I don't think
Did it
that's
come from
that
that
direction?
direction?
bigger.
No, this
Shin's-
my trap never triggered over here.
Nothing came from
That's
that
a-
direction.
Yeah, so
As
let's-
Shin's walking past, he's just going to say, maybe the biggest thing, and he's shouldering
I mean, y'all still have the
Squall Breaker.
y'all still have the scroll you can look at.
Just like I think we should take the path of least resistance.
Are you talking about the mission scroll?
Yeah,
Okay, fine. I'll roll it out then.
The what scroll?
the mission scroll.
The
Yeah,
mission-
the only thing that's on it is the Find Heather Griswold has a circle. Not a complete symbol, but it has a circle.
Wait, was that Heather Griswold?
No, that. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot to tell y'all this. That filled in. That would have been filled in the first time y'all looked at it after meeting Conrad.
to find Heather Griswold, or
Yeah.
so that got filled in.
Not fully. It doesn't have the full symbol like it normally has. It just has a circle.
Oh, we
Okay,
have
and
a
what
clue
about
where
find
her
out what
whereabouts.
happened to the archaeological party? Because
That one does have a complete,
okay,
but that one was completed when you found Conrad. When he
we
told you.
haven't
you.
found.
Yeah, figures.
It's like an in progress tracker, it looks like.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, cool.
Or,
I'd say we-
or you get the feeling in looking at it, it means partially complete.
Well, we gotta
Yeah,
get an idea
yeah.
where she's at. We have a tip.
Well,
Guy says we should ask Conrad where to go, because Conrad lived here for years.
Week.
Here,
He lived in a room for
Conrad has
a
not
couple
seen
of
sun
months.
in years. He knows this game like the back of his head. Conrad, where should we go?
all right. Well, Guy. They call you Guy, right?
Hi,
Uh,
I'm
Hi, Guy. So not all caves are the same. This is a very different
this
cave
cave
than the
is
one.
the same as this cave.
What?
This cave is this cave.
Yes, but this cave is not that cave. And I was in that cave. This is this cave.
Guy just turns to these guys and he goes, I am so confused. Do you understand him?
Mini
Guy.
cave.
Guy.
This one.
And he kind of Shin pokes his head. Conrad, you want to go this way or that way?
Do we want to go towards the big bug people, or do we want to check out what's back there?
Alright, Twice gives
He-
out a big sigh and pulls out the scale.
I'm kind of like looking back at the hall, like I'm
All
curious
right.
what's down there.
This is
but-
this is
Okay,
a
yep.
good use for this. This
Yeah.
is an excellent use for this, Twice.
Shin moves
Uh,
in.
Twice
What?
pulls out the scale. Are you acting as leader for this, Twice?
Yes.
All right. It's a weird device to you, Conrad. It looks like a weighing scale, and Twice sets it on the ground, but it's like miniature, and it has three dishes on it. 4 coins also come out, to which Twice, I assume you give one to everyone, but yourself. Anyone want to fill Conrad in on the scales?
Yeah. Shin will look in and go, Conrad, this is where we make our choices. We decide this as a group. Ben has enacted the leader role, so he doesn't get to choose, but he can lobby each way.
He can lobby one way. Yeah, he can
Well,
lobby.
and then, yeah, about to say, and then Shin kind of tosses his coin into the left.
All right.
And this is how we decide.
So 1 vote for left.
This is called the scale of order.
Like some sort of weird.
It's a voting system.
It's not magical.
Yeah.
It just works on. It's a.
It's how the
Oh.
hunters decide.
We're
Yeah.
literally voting with a mechanical scale.
I'm just like, yes. One person pulls to choose out the scales. Everyone else votes. System's never caused issues before.
It beats us sitting here arguing for hours.
Oh,
Democracy.
don't worry. This is actually going to make us argue more.
Yep. Fuck, I put my coin where the Shins.
All right, so that's 2 votes for left. 2 votes for main.
Conrad, Guy, y'all are up.
Guy is
You
with
see, Shin
Conrad.
has like a very fucking.
All right, Finnegan, would you like to make an argument for something?
I think we should go left just because LCR, left, center, right. It's a game we used to play back at the crib. It's a gambling game, and I don't know. I just feel like I always win when I'm on the left.
Well, I also like the fact that if it goes to a dead end, we can come back and raise.
Yeah.
All right, Conrad.
I'm literally going to flip the coin, and I want to just roll a d20.
1 to 10 left, 11 to 12 right.
11
Yep.
to 20.
Yeah.
11 and 12.
11 to 12. There's a lot of room for error there.
13 to 20, roll again.
All right, so I flick the coin.
Left it is. So that's 3 votes for left. Do you want to? And Gaijin said he was voting with Conrad, so all 4 votes for the left.
And then Guy says, "Why did we even have to vote if we all chose the same option?"
Well, it helps.
To have
It helps.
solidarity.
It helps to have solidarity, and people were making arguments even if they did want to go left.
True.
I'm just going to say democracy and hold out a fist bump.
Shin will fist.
Guy,
Oh, wait, no,
Guy agrees and fist pumps him back and says, "Come on, Twice, democracy."
I look at him and say,
Conrad,
"Your democracy."
Conrad, with your intelligence, you would be able to pick this out. Normally, there's only 4 of them. If one person is leader, that means they can't have even votes.
Okay.
But y'all are going left.
Shin has shouldered Squallbreaker and is walking forward.
All right. Is this y'all marching in order?
I want to try to run and jump on Shin's shoulders.
Make an
Yeah, yeah.
acrobatics.
I've gotten accustomed to that.
Oh, athletics. Make athletics check.
Can he have advantage if I kneel down?
Yes.
I'm used to it.
I thought, oh god. Yeah, I'm
Advantage.
I gave you advantage.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll take I'll take advantage.
Flat 0.
Please, please.
I'm not giving you any pre-warning.
Okay,
I'm just running into
okay.
it.
17.
Okay. He hears you start running and he kind of ducks down a little bit. He gave you just enough leverage to be able to actually jump up on him.
Yep. I kind of like at the last second pull back my right hand and kind of help him up.
That 0 would have been funnier though.
He would have ran into his leg. As he's moved down.
It's like you could have just asked.
Just missed time, face right in the ass. Alright, this is the marching order. Let me grab y'all.
Ah, camaraderie.
And left.
He's told me a lot about my people who are here. Oh,
Guys, see, the poke and catch thing isn't working for me.
No, it is. You're just not catching anything.
yeah, you're
Rats.
just bad at this game.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you when you miss now.
Yeah, it doesn't. The other one tells you when you miss. This one only says if someone catches it.
You
But
know-
Pokeballs only have like a 25% catch rate.
Have you tried getting good?
Great Balls have like 30 or 40%, and then Ultra Balls have like 60.
I heard if you go to a lot of casinos, you get better at gambling,
Yeah.
and your odds increase.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But moving forward through the cave, which I need to change the music a little bit. A little less. Moving forward
I'm
through the
just like on
cave. Go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, I was just gonna say I'm on his shoulders, and I'm very clearly eager to like find more stuff. So
Yeah,
you
you
just
got
wanna-
excellent view.
Point me in the direction you want to go.
Moving in further deeper into the cave, you are seeing some walls poking through the cave wall, similar to the room you were in, but it doesn't seem to be an entrance where you're at. Seems like it's more like just like coming out of that part of the section of the wall, of the cave wall.
Are there any like itching things?
Make an investigation.
etchy things.
Since we're in the center of the room,
Let's
can we
let,
all
uh,
make
the-
an investigation?
You know where the writings are.
Yeah, if you want to make an investigation from there, you can. I assume Manic's looking at the particular wall he's at. Damn,
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, neither looking over it, neither of you really spot anything. It's kind of worn. Like they're kind of hard to spot by themselves. But yeah, it's worn
Go,
down.
sorry. I'm gonna paint the wall in some glitter with prestidigitation.
Now it's worn and glittery.
So, off the bat, do we notice anything that stands out about it?
Nah, just that it's weird that there's a wall coming out of the cave wall.
All right. I'm going to investigate, but I want to specifically look at, I guess, like where it connects to the cave to see if it was like a collapse or if this is like an intentional design or something like that.
All right, yeah, roll investigation on that. All right, 16. As you're looking at it, it doesn't look like either. Like as you're looking at it, it looks over time. It looks like the cave has collapsed just from being a cave with an opening and just something digging out through here. But as far as where the wall meets the cave, you kind of brush it aside, and there's more wall there.
So it seems like it was like a structure that the rocks like collapsed around or formed around or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Do we see anything that hints to the the things that I found, the constellation things? Do we see those or do we have to like check for them? Like is it clear where
Depends on
they are?
there. It depends where they are. Like some are weathered. Like the ones you found in the elevator room were not as clear as the ones in the storage room you found. Like you had to dig around to find it.
right.
It just
Do we
depends.
see any of that here?
That's what Manic was looking for. He didn't, but if you want to try an investigation,
Yeah.
because this surface has been far more exposed. All
23.
right, 23. It's not as you're like feeling around with your hand, your non-glove hand on it. You do find like an indentation, and as you kind of dust away the rock, and you do find some of the constellation. Rub your glove hand against it, and it does light up a little bit.
All right. I'm gonna pull up the translator on it.
All right, it takes a second. I'm gonna type. It's a very small message. There's more to the message, but the only bit that the translator was able to get that wasn't weathered too much beyond being able to be read was Shrine of Zagra.
And as a translator, just kind of read out right. Shrine of Zagra.
And you would know there was more to it. It's just illegible due to age.
Zagra, does anyone know what that is? It sounds like an animal.
Oh, we've heard about Zagra throughout this entire cave system.
Yeah, he's the god of blood
Yeah.
Or bodily fluid.
or bodily fluid.
Yeah. Some
Oh,
sort
God.
of bodily fluid.
Which, could mean tears.
Or
He's
good
the
old
god of
fashioned
bodily
jizz.
fluids.
I
That's
didn't want to make the
interesting.
cum joke.
It's likely blood, but we can't rule it out.
Can Shin kind of like knock on the wall and see how thick it is?
Sure. Yeah, you knock on it. It's thick. It's a solid, like, 1.5, 2 feet. Like, it's a solid structure.
Turns around. It'd be tough to break through this. I can try, but she kind of shrugs. Might cause a cave in if I do. A lot of force, and we're underground a lot.
You were very underground.
Want to keep going left?
Sounds good to me.
Path does continue, though it does narrow a bit.
All right.
Yes,
I do
let's
kinda-
go.
As we go, I do kind of want to subconsciously keep track of how far we are from, if that's a structure.
Yeah. I mean, as you look around, there's other parts coming through the walls, too. Like, there's
Like
several.
other rooms,
Oh,
like
okay.
when we were in.
Yeah, it does look to be made out of the same material as the room y'all were
Oh, okay.
staying
There's a
in.
bunch of these things. I see you. Okay.
I'm assuming me and Manik are in front, and Conrad's still on my shoulder.
And as y'all keep pushing forward, you do see more coming out of the rock, but it doesn't look like there's an entrance like there was to the little hidey hole y'all found.
Guy just says, "I want." Like it, guy whispers, he says, "I wonder, are we in between them right now?"
What you mean, guy?
Like, if these are buildings and we were just in a building on the other side of one of these walls, then who's to think that the enemy may not be inside of the buildings in this hallway? We could be walking into a trap.
We could be.
That is a surprisingly good point from someone who has said a lot of things. Didn't mean anything so far.
Guy is
They at
not
least expect
dumb.
this to
Guy
happen.
is just guy.
Guy is guy.
She just kind of shrugs it off. Or would they at least expect us to be?
Alright. As y'all go pushing forward down the hallway, before moving forward, y'all do actually see something up ahead. Not moving or anything. It looks like a structure.
Fuck.
Alright, so.
Shin kind of like crouches down and puts one hand on Khan's shoulder.
Isn't he on your shoulders?
Yeah, I'm on your shoulder.
Yeah, he's on my shoulder, so I'm like reaching up and putting one hand on his shoulder, like as protection. I'm like, what do we do?
Yeah, I kind of. Okay, does anything. I know we see a structure, but can I make out what it is from this distance? Or does anything seem off? Sense any movement?
You don't see any movement, but you can't really tell anything about the structure itself from this distance, other than from here it looks like a gate.
All right.
There is some sort of like design on it, but you can't make it out from this distance in the dark.
All right. I'm gonna be
We
like,
need
I
to get
don't.
closer.
Yeah, I don't really see anything. Something's up there, but I think we need to get closer. I don't hear
Sure.
anything.
Move close.
And as y'all start moving closer, the structure gets more into all of your views. And it is a large wall with a section of it that looks like a mural. Then it has a depiction of Zagra on it. Though where his horns are supposed to be is missing, and it looks like there's an indentation.
Ah, hell.
Well,
But,
guys, it looks like we need to find the horns for the wall mural.
Alright,
Eh,
well, let's go
Shin
back.
just shakes his head.
I have seen these kind of puzzles many times in shrines throughout the Triplans. We just need
Do
to
we
find the missing components.
I mean,
Should be
So-
easy as pie.
So there's an indentation where the horns are normally at,
Yes.
or
yeah, it's on top of his head. Like he doesn't have horns, and they're just like it looks as though part of it has been taken out.
Generally speaking, fight big monster, open big door.
We fought one big
Door
monster.
usually means big monster with key.
Yeah, unfortunately, didn't we have a right and left path?
Well, you have a right and
It was
south
south
path.
and right.
Or,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I suppose that philosophy's worked out for you pretty well, guy.
As in the past, yes.
All right.
Hey guys, I guess we're going back to the split.
Right back. Autopilot me, please.
The
All right. Y'all wanna? If y'all wanna pick a direction, I can just put you on that path if you want.
Yeah, which one we're going?
So we go right.
Yeah, we'll go right. I'll go right and then go south.
All right.
Yeah, go clockwise.
How about that?
All right. Let me move y'all. Just go slightly.
There's music.
Yeah, it's on the Chrome tab. All right, so y'all backtrack back a little ways, back through your past your little hidey hole. Go down the right path this time. Pushing forward, nothing really stands out to you at the moment. I'll move with Conrad
Should we-
and Shin.
Should we try to sneak this one or no?
Shin's already started walking, so if y'all are stealthing, y'all might
fair
want to
enough.
stealth. But Shin is going to come forward a little bit, and then you do see him kind of stop and duck down behind this stalagmite, I forget which one's which.
Sorry, I'm back. Stalactites are tight to the ceiling, so it's stalagmite.
Alright. Well, you stopped because you saw water.
Okay.
Guys,
Yeah.
can I even roll for stealth because I have a giant light emitting from my chest?
I mean, it's disadvantage, but yeah.
You can still stealth, but line
Yo,
of sight.
Got a question. Do you think the Sahagins could get in this place?
I mean,
He just kind of smiles. Let him try. Grasp the Titan. try it
twice
a
you would
little-
actually have the answer to that. And the answer is yes. They could if there's enough water, if there's a big enough source of water that's connected to the main water currents of Prine. I mean, not Prine, of the Chevrolet Empire, then they could absolutely get down here.
I'd
Yeah,
like
they
to
probably could. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah,
peek my
but,
head around and see.
but Shin, that water you're looking at right now is like a foot deep. Max.
Okay, it's a puddle.
Oh. Well, shit.
All right, and Shin will keep moving forward.
I guess I should have described it better. It's a small stream.
Can I check this stream to see if any of Conrad's shit is in it?
I mean,
'Cause I
roll
would
investigation.
I'd imagine this is kind of where the runoff would lead.
Yeah, that water
that
looks
one.
that water looks clean.
Is it actively flowing like downstream?
Like here, there's another opening over here, and it's similar to his cave. It just flows down, and there's another exit hole down here.
All right, Shin's just gonna do a big steppy over.
And just whoop.
Guy turns
Yep.
to the bathroom. Guy turns to the group and says, "Anyone need bathroom?"
I mean, I'm good
We
right
may not
now.
Have another chance further down in the cave.
Hey, he makes a good point.
This is a cave. Anywhere's a bathroom.
Wasn't in the water source.
Yes, but only few places you can shit without making the whole cave smell.
It's true. That is a very good point. But pushing forward,
Okay.
you do see another structure ahead of you.
Ooh, should we go check this out, guys?
Sure.
All right, guys, let's go.
Manic, as you approach, you can see there's actually writing on the door.
Ooh, can I understand it?
No, absolutely not. It's the same constellation writing y'all have encountered.
Oh,
Conrad, we need your big gun.
Alright, Conrad.
I was about to say Shin will move in for Conrad to lean in there.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna lean over, and I'm not gonna pull out my gun. I'm just gonna fist bump it a little bit, and then pull out the translator.
He fist bumps it, lights up, and then he pulls out the translator. and get the message Brotherhood question mark, indicating that the translator could be misunderstanding.
It says Brotherhood. That could be a little off. Maybe a synonym, something close to that meaning.
Is there a door handle?
I'm sorry, you said Brotherhood?
Yeah, there is a door.
Brotherhood.
There is a door with a door handle.
Is the writing on the door or the wall next to the door?
It is
or
on
like
it is on the door.
okay.
Jin kind of pipes up. I got a dumb idea, and he slaps his hand on the door handle. Everybody at once.
Okay.
All right, are all of you gonna put your hands on the door handle?
Yep.
I'm just gonna be like, all right, no blood this time, and reach out my hand.
Yeah, sure.
All right, everyone. Door opens, perfectly normal.
As we walk in, guy says, "Did we even try opening it just by ourselves?"
No.
No, but that's the power of friendship.
It's okay. I like holding hands.
Yeah.
I'd say we hold hands in this room.
I'll kind of like
Let's
Mo-
not.
I'll kind of like lean down an arm for
I'll BRB, guys.
Conrad to jump back on
All right.
if he wants to.
As y'all walk inside, it is a pretty small but long room. There's rubble on one side where one of the walls that seem to have collapsed and rocks are coming in. But inside there are two doors, one right here, and a larger one at the other end with a strange blinking device next to it.
Guy tries to open the door that he's next to.
The door you're next to opens, no
Yes.
problem.
Can guy take a peek in?
One
Like
second.
just stick his head in the door.
1 second.
Oh shit, I'm fucked.
I just have to set up a map to where only you can see.
Well, his token also went off.
I guess I hit remove instant copy.
Oops.
So you poke your head in, that's what you see real quick.
When guy comes back, he says, "That looks like a room where we would find a big boss and a key."
Like a
now
cornfield
there's two of them.
Why are there two of them?
I have no idea. Anyway, just for a description, Gaijin, you poked your head in. There was a bunch of different like light shining and some debris, so you couldn't like get a full grasp of the room. But you didn't see anything outright about the horns. However, as he pulls the door closed, there is more writing on that door.
On the door he closed?
Yes.
Can
Okay, so I
anyone
assume he just
read?
walked out and said something about a boss and
No, he said this is a room where you find a boss. Is what he said.
Big room, lots of lights, kind of pretty. Nothing else. Looks perfect for a fight.
just like
What
all right,
does it
man.
say?
I don't know if ruins always work that way. We got a couple other doors here, but
What does that say? Can anyone read the runes on the door?
It's the same language I've encountered this entire time.
all right. And I'm gonna be like, let's
Please.
Did he shut the door on his way in, or did it shut on its own?
No, he shut it.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna walk up to it and hold up the translator.
All right. This one just says brothers.
All right, I'm gonna peek around. Do the other doors have symbols on it we can see?
The other door does.
All right, I think this is where the second one is. I'm gonna check the. Wait, is there 3 doors or 2?
There's only two. There's one right here. Well, one right there.
Okay, the small one and the big one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Let me check the other.
I was investigating the blinking thing.
Okay, you can roll investigation on it. Second one says chosen, you believe. It's a strange device. Looks mechanical and magical. Similar devices to ones you've seen in the Central Isles before, Manic, but you can't make heads or tails of what it's supposed to be.
I'm sorry, in the what aisles?
From the Central Isles.
Thank you.
Back.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. We rolling investigations.
Manic was checking out the blinking light.
Hmm.
Is it blinking?
It is blinking.
Finn kind of looks at the one room. Does that mean brothers should enter, or are there brothers inside?
Based on context so far, y'all really wouldn't know.
As far as we know, Guy can enter.
Conrad, I assume you're just like looking at the door still?
Yeah.
Alright, to the right of the door, you do notice I guess you would call it a plaque, almost. But it has this, looks like it has writing on it.
Alright, same writing as before, or
It's different, it's the same type of writing, but it's a lot more than what's written on the door.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna look at that.
Alright, this one's a bit of a long one. So I'm gonna
Is
type
it the brothers' door or the chosen one door?
next to the chosen door. And it says, "Only the brethren may move our Father. Coordinate as you need your brothers to progress. Mind your speed, for taking too long will cause our Father to regress. We make this test so that our brothers may stop us, if the situation changes. I do not believe it will happen, but I pray that Zachar watches over us."
Can you repeat that for me one more time?
It's in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna read it out as I'm deciphering it.
So, there's 2 doors, a blinking device, a cryptic message, and 2 words on it, one on each door.
Can I try to open the door?
It does not move.
Is there a handle?
There's a handle.
Does the handle turn?
No.
Or
Does
is
it feel locked or does it feel like jarred?
It feels locked.
Okay.
But you do not see any sort of locking mechanism on the door itself.
well, I say we go in the door that we can enter.
I mean, yeah, that's the only way we can go forward.
Okay, let's do it.
As brothers, all holding hands, as Guy says.
Guy has not stopped holding everyone's hand.
Guy didn't put one off screen.
Oh,
Shit.
But I can't get you now. But
I got it. I'll get myself.
Gone forever.
You can do that? I can just...
yeah, now I can't
Okay.
grab you though.
Yeah, now I can't grab me either. Okay.
That's that's a problem, Conrad.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
Sorry.
So
You know I gotta test it.
I know. That's why I haven't mentioned it before now. All right. So y'all move forward into the door.
Oh,
And Guy
Well, I
just goes, see? Big room. Looks perfect for fighting boss.
And poking around the room, yeah, just there's some light blinking devices going off of different colors. There's some rubble taking up the room. One thing probably of note is there is some sort of light all being projected right here. It's very faint, like it's been degrading over time, but it's still pretty, like, you can't quite see through it. I mean, you can kind of see through it, but it's up about 10 feet up, so y'all can't really see up there.
Guy wants to see what this is. Is this like a bench?
Looks to be Once Upon a Time stairs.
Okay.
What are these
What are
things?
these?
where's the light source again?
The light wall is right here.
What are these container things?
They appear to be flashing lights of some sort of devices. As you get close to it, though, Conrad, it appears to just be a singular button on top of it that's flashing.
I push the button.
Nothing happens.
Wait, how many buttons are there?
There's one on each device.
I bet we had to push all the buttons at once.
So 5?
Everybody pick a button.
1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5.
Somebody's gonna
I'm
take
gonna
the stairs to
scream.
get to this button.
gonna scream purple and then go to the purple corner.
Shin will take the stairs and go to that one.
It's not stairs. The stairs are underneath the rocks. It looks like the rocks collapse the stairs. You have to
Okay,
climb.
yeah.
You have to climb up 10 feet to get to that one.
Yeah, well,
Manic,
easy
similar
enough.
to that side, you have to climb up to get there.
Okay, fair enough.
Easy enough for Shin.
All right, y'all just gonna all hit the buttons.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
In order then.
Well, I've done all I can do.
As you and Manic are up there, y'all do notice there is a... Oh, Shin, since you climbed up there, you can actually see through. Let me put you over here real quick. And through the light wall, you can see the horn sitting on an altar within.
Yeah. Shin kind of shouts back down. I can see the horn. This is how we get to it. We got to figure out this puzzle.
Guy's just mashing his button over and over and over again.
Nothing's happening.
And then he stops and he says, well, it does not look like my button is first.
Wait. Do we notice the different hues of colors for each of them?
Yeah, I mean, they're obvious. They're all different colors.
Got to be color related.
Oh. I'm gonna turn my Reaper Eye on.
All right, mark off an aura point.
Alright.
Wait, twice. Move again really quick. Is him moving, changing the color shadows? 'Cause that's cool. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because he produces light.
Oh, okay.
So can I see Manic's aura and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So can I guide them to go to the hue that corresponds with their aura?
Oh, well, there's not one for everyone.
I also shout down twice and ask him to deactivate light real quick.
I'll shut down my light.
Hey, Sam, check Discord.
Yep.
Where is it? Boop.
Shin just kind of eyes roll back for a second and then he focuses up. We've got to press the device in the other room.
Why the fuck would you know that?
Shin just kind of jumps down and keeps
What
moving.
device in what room?
Are you just gonna run back and do it, Shin?
Yep.
All right. Shin leaves you guys real quick.
Well, I guess no one was looking at him, but Shin's just eyes kind of roll back in his head for a second. He jumps down.
Guy's gonna walk to the door with Shin and just gotta stand in the doorway and watch him.
All right, that's fine. As you're in the doorway, and Shin, you press the button in the other room. My headset cut off randomly. Not sure if the battery is fine. Just a heads up. All right, Conrad. You hold your hand on the button. There's not a button on it so much as it's a circular thing that's flashing, but you put your hand on it, and a small jab goes through the palm of your hand. Take 1 piercing damage. But when that happens, the door next to you opens, and the door that Gaijin's standing in slams.
Okay, what do I roll?
Nothing.
Oh,
Nope.
so what happens? Do I just get slammed in the door?
Well, I mean, I assumed you would just step out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't assume you had the door I assume you had the door wide open. And you're just watching from it wasn't. It closes from inside the room Shin's in. That. It opens to that side. So I doubt you were standing really in the way.
I would have got shut in the other room. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, but Shin, the door next to you
It
does.
was
Open.
like a sliding door, and I was being sliced in half. I was just terrified.
You're gonna go through it, Shin?
Yeah.
All right, so back to the other room. Shin goes through. All right, so. Oh wait, where's the thing? Hold on 1 second. I'm missing a piece that's supposed to be there. Oh, it's on the wrong fucking. Anyway, as you walk in, Shin, you are in a pretty enclosed space, and in front of you is a statue of some sort, but its back's to you. As you look, you can see the wall. You can see kind of into the other room. You can kind of see the colors through, but it's kind of distorted from your angle. And you can't see your friends because A, you're above them, but like you can't see through them. Shin?
Shin just kind of shouts,
Mhm.
"Can y'all hear me?"
I hear you fine.
Yes.
Okay, I've got a room with a statue facing away from me and a closed door.
I'm gonna press my button.
Nothing happens, but Shin, from where you're standing, you can't really see nothing but the back of the statue.
Yeah.
Nothing happens though.
Hang on. I'll move up between the door and the statue.
Can't move that far. As you move like right
Okay.
here, you see another light wall, and you see some sort of design on the ground in front of it. But as you look at the light wall and look above it, don't really. You notice. No, not. You don't notice anything on this wall. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna holler through the wall and ask if he can see anything like written on the statue or.
From this angle, you can tell it's a statue of Zagra, though.
It's a statue of Zagra.
Turn his horns.
Shin would have hesitation for this. He's looking up at the statue. Do they look movable?
No.
Yeah, no, that's not what we're supposed to do.
What are we supposed to do?
Just kind of like thinks for a second.
Roll an investigation as you look over the statue.
$18.
All right. As you look up top to the bottom, as you look down at the floor, the base does not look set into the floor.
It moves.
Push
And
it.
And as you look down at the base, the basic shape and size of it does seem to correspond with the indentation on the floor up ahead.
Oh, it moves based on what y'all slap.
Okay, everyone, time to beat Boop again.
Hmm.
And the guy goes, Guy will go first. Shin, tell me what you see. And guy just goes, beep.
No, I tried this already. Nothing happens.
Yeah. We'll push
I'm
push
sorry.
the statue forward to the spot.
I was about to say, hang on. I missed what you said, guy, because you.
He said
Sorry,
he
I
pushed the
didn't
buttons.
know we did that when he was in the room.
Yeah, no, Gysu, I missed what you said.
Oh, I said it looks like the indentation. I said he tried that before. I also said the indentation of the bottom of the statue looked to be the same shape as the one on the floor.
I will relay this information to the group.
Yeah, push the statue to the indentation on the floor.
I will do that.
Alright, one moment. Just one second. Okay, do something real quick.
Is it this moment we get attacked by gym dragons?
No. I was thinking. So you're just gonna push the statue forward?
Yep.
Alright. So Shin gets behind it. Slowly. It's pretty heavy. Like, it takes a good bit of effort for you to start pushing it forward. But yeah, you get it moving. And it eventually, as you put it in the slot, you hear a chink. And as that happens, a green light appears over the light field.
Hang on 1 second. All right. Jin just kind of looks back and goes, "Who has what color?"
What color
I
is
have gray.
it?
Guy has blue.
I just need a shout out.
and then Guy looks around the corner, and then Guy comes back and says, "Shin, the one you were at was green."
I need green.
Oh, that's yours. Okay, one moment,
it.
guys.
Go get your fucking
Got
button.
it.
Okay, well let me fucking leave here.
Oh, Manic teleported. You got it.
Manic's quick.
I'm
Manic
coming.
runs up and climbs up, and you press the green button?
Yep.
Alright, when that happens, the fuel goes down, and an alarm starts ringing.
A large what starts ringing? I'm sorry.
An alarm.
An alarm starts ringing. Okay.
Mm-hmm. One second.
Twice is gonna shout, "You better hurry, Shin."
One moment. Gonna get rid of these real quick on your end, Shin, so you can see.
Yeah.
Alright. No.
Oh.
But as that alarm starts blaring, from the debris over here comes a boom as a hole appears. And 4 trogs start crawling out. Shin, on your end, over each one of the light rails where the light's coming down, you're not sure, but it looks like a counter is counting down.
Timer?
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oof. Oh, Conrad rolled. My bad, Conrad. I didn't know you were here. I rolled for you. I'll take that 6 for you, though.
God.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Oh, 13 for Shin.
Great, man. They got battle 9. And Shin got a 13. Y'all were not prepared.
How could we be?
Alright. Top of the order, we got Shin.
I will take your 19 though, if you just want to give me the 19.
No.
Can they still hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
As I'm dashing towards, the next closest light, what is it?
Nothing.
Yo, I don't see the light wall in front of me.
I mean, the light wall is there.
As to what color it is.
No.
Yeah, Shin just dashed forward. Press the next color!
What's the next color?
Twice.
It's not my turn. I can't do anything.
Is that all you're saying? Is that all you're doing, Shin?
Oh, sorry.
Shin's
I
just
didn't
is like
realize.
slapping the wall in front of him.
Nothing
Try
back-
red!
Shin, roll an intelligence check.
Yeah, he's got to know, right?
I'm seeing.
Do I know?
I'm checking. Roll an intelligence check.
11.
Okay, 10 was the DC. You gotta move the statue before you get the color.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
But that was your action. I will let you still move if you want to move, though.
Yeah.
So you're moving back there? Alright. Twice.
Oh, don't suppose bonus action shove is a thing.
Hold on
Well,
one
it's got
second.
some
Moving the
visibility.
statue... Sorry. Moving the statue is part of your movement, but you can only move it... It takes your entire movement to move it 10 feet.
I got it now.
Okay.
My bad, guys.
You're good.
The
Is
DC
it-
was 10.
Is it an action or a bonus action to press the button?
Bonus action. I'm counting it as an item.
Alright, cool. I'm going to cast invisibility on myself into my turn.
Alright, so twice is... whoop. And their turn. And at the start of their turn... Three more come crawling out of the hole. First one up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make a Constitution save, Gaijin. That is a pass. The smell hits you, and you just about, like, but you catch it, and it's going to come up and it's going to make a claw attack, or a javelin attack, rather. That is a miss. This is going to come up, do the same thing. That is a hit. You're going to take 4 piercing damage.
All right.
It's going to come up, do the same thing. That is a 11 to hit. That doesn't hit, does it?
Nope.
With advantage. Roll an 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. It's going to go right there. It's going to throw its javelin. That one. Goddamn, how can they not hit the sorcerer?
There we go.
1, 2,
Love
3.
you.
This is going to come down and attack Conrad with its javelin. That is a 16 to hit. That hits.
Yep.
Conrad, you take 3 piercing damage.
All right.
This is going to follow suit. Get right there. Oh, actually, I need a con save from you, too. As the smell hits you, and you're just like, "Hit." Yeah. This is nothing. This is nothing for you. This next one's going to come up. It's going to try to stab you with his javelin. Oh, that one. Goddamn. Alright, and this one's going to move right here and throw at Gaijin. That is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
That is 5 piercing damage. Nice. Alright, that's all their turns. Manny.
10, 20, 30, 40. Actually, 40 there, and I can't do that. Damn it.
Oh, wait. I should have done this.
I guess I'm gonna deck this with. Actually, no. Stand here. I'm gonna fire breath, a lightning breath downwards.
Alright.
Need a deck save from him.
All 3?
I'm casting for all 3. Yes.
Fail. Fail, and nat 20. The last one succeeded.
Okay, where's my facial traits?
It's 2d4. 7. Nice.
Hey.
Yeah, they did not like that, but they're still kicking. As Manic runs up and just fire breaths in a straight line, gets 2 of them solid. Last one gets out of the way a little bit.
And bonus action. Pop.
Alright. Alright, yeah. Manic comes up and just, after he does it, the thing's kind of like trying to pat out the fire on itself. Manic just fist straight in the face, breaks its face, and it's down.
And on fire.
It's slowly burning. But I do need a con save, Manic.
Nice.
Smell doesn't even affect you. You don't even acknowledge it. Alright, Conrad's turn.
All right, so I'm gonna stay where I am and cast the flaming spear on this one back here.
Alright. So right here.
I'll see if I do. Hold up. Let me read the rules.
Wait 1 second. What's your passive perception again, Manic?
13.
Okay, that's enough. While you were killing this thing, it looked like, I mean, you've seen things be frightened as you're fighting them. It seemed frightened when it came in the room.
Can I say something?
You have to wait till your turn.
Okay.
When it came in the room.
Yeah.
Can you rephrase that?
Like as they're coming through this tunnel, they seem to be already frightened.
Yeah, but who speaks drug disease?
Wait, so they
They're running from something.
Drug delusion. Oh yeah.
but also started attacking us?
I mean, y'all are enemies.
I mean, we're neutral. They're fleeing and we're in the way.
They eat humanoids, so y'all are food as far as they're concerned.
Okay, that's good.
Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see if I can. Okay, yeah, so I'll do the same thing as before, and then I'm gonna move it over, start moving it towards me. So that one, that one, that one, that one, and it should end right about here. Looks like I get 30 moves.
Alright,
Move
yeah.
on it.
That's a deck save or a con save?
Oops, I didn't mean to roll that, but it kind of works. It is a 16 deck save.
Alright, so we'll start with the one above Gaijin. That's nat 20 down. To the right, fail. Below, fail. One to the left of the sphere, fail. Last one, yep. So one pass, 3 fail.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, so.
Why'd you roll 3? Oh, you rolled
For the
3
damage.
times. Oh, okay, you rolled it each time. Okay. So one more.
Yeah. And then whichever one are the ones that pass take half damage.
Yeah, so it's just one. Kill one. And that one. Alright, cool. Alright.
And I will end my turn there.
Alright, Gaijin.
Alright, so Guy is just going to bash the dude on the left.
Alright, go ahead. That is a hit.
You said that doesn't or that is?
That is a hit.
Nice.
I assume two-handed.
Yes.
Yeah. You crack it over the head. It's bleeding from its skull and its head's kind of dented, but it's still standing.
Cool. And that's all.
Alright, Shin, now it's your turn.
Shin is just gonna Kratos push the statue forward.
Alright, as you push it forward, it sets into the next spot. A purple light comes on.
What color?
Purple. And it's your movement to push the statue, so you still have your action and bonus action technically.
Yeah, Shin just shouts, "Purple!"
And you can hear the fighting going on in the other room.
He's just getting increasingly angry because he's not there.
Manic. Does anyone besides Manic have a passive perception of 12 or above?
No.
No.
Gaijin?
Nope.
I got 11.
Alright, so Manic, you're the only one that you hear a doom. Doom. But twice it's your turn. And y'all all heard Shin yell out purple.
Let's see. All right. I'm going to. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to dash.
Alright, you
Alright.
don't get opportunity attack because they don't know you're there.
Alright, and I'm going to slap the purple button.
Alright, you slap the purple button, and the field goes away, Shin. Oh, I guess I should turn on the fucking battle music, shouldn't I?
Yup.
I know we got some
Thank you.
mystical stuff going on. I mean, it fit the room.
I mean, that's fair, it did fit the room.
And I will bonus action bless or inspire Conrad?
It's a bonus action to push the button.
Oh, okay. Hey, cool.
Does invisibility go away if you use an item?
I don't believe so. I think it's only if I attack or cast a spell.
That's what I was thinking. Alright, and it's the Trog's turns. Okay, first off, one comes through the hole, and this one looks like frantic. And as that happens, boom! It goes flying a little bit all the way over here. It's going to take 8 bludgeoning damage and be prone as it's like hit against the rocks over here. But as this ogre comes busting through the tunnel that the Trogs were apparently making to try to get away from it. And roll its initiative. Of course, the fucking ogre nat 20s. So it'll join in next initiative roll. Alright, that Trog's turn was coming in. This one next to Gaijin is going to attack Gaijin, because, you know, it's kind of in Gaijin's face. That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
For 5 piercing damage. One over here is going to also take a swing at you, but it's... That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 piercing damage. I mean, 5. Yeah, 6. I can't math.
Alright. I can use... I'm sorry. I can use restoration at will, right?
What do you mean?
Not
Restore?
restoration. I'm sorry. Restore, yeah.
On your turn, yeah. It's free
On
action.
my turn? Okay.
Alright, then this one right here is seeing the ogre is going to try and throw its javelin at the ogre. With a nat 1. And it's going to run away. It's kind of hiding that. Well, it attacks, so it can't attack. Alright. This one's going to move down, and they're both going to take swings at you, Conrad. First one, it's a soft 20. Second one is a 15. Soft 20 does 5 piercing damage, Conrad.
Alright.
Alright, and that's the Trog's turns. Manic.
Oh shit. I got the big guy.
You're just gonna run up to the ogre and start like boxing him?
Someone's gotta keep him off. If he's not, he's gonna probably go for Gaijin.
It's true.
We can't let him go to Gaijin.
It's very true.
So I have to bite the bullet. Pop.
12 hits.
Got this.
Alright. No extra.
No extra. Okay, cool.
As you jab it,
I
like,
wanted base in defense, but
hit it in the shin.
Might be worth.
I'm gonna use patient defense.
Alright. Conrad, you're up.
Alright. So, first thing I wanted to use my bonus action to kind of rotate this and just like clip both of these guys that are in front of us.
Alright, so you want it to kind of beep, beep, beep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then end it about here.
Over there.
One higher. Yeah. And that is a dexterity throw.
One to your left, pass. One to your north, also pass.
Oh, ignore that. That was rank 2. I did not cast this as rank 2. Oh wait, no, I did. Never mind.
Alright.
just didn't mark it off. Well, yeah, I did.
Alright, you get them both. They both managed to dodge the brunt of it, but you still got them for some solid damage. Oh wait, I forgot to turn the purple light off.
Alright, does either of them look more on the verge of death than the other?
They're pretty close. Yeah, let's say this one's probably a little worse.
Alright, yeah. And I'm going to... Well, actually, can I angle my the glove to hit both of them? Would this count as a cone?
15-foot cone. Yes, actually.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Alright, but you realize you will be thrown into the rocks and take damage.
I'm aware.
Okay. I'll make con saves for them. Fail. Fail. Wow, they both fail. So yeah, you get thrown back, so you're hitting to the wall. Make a... we'll say dexterity save.
Alright, that's my 2 damage rolls. And
All
you said
damage?
dexterity?
Yep. Oof.
Dang.
So yeah, Conrad, you go boom, plop, and your back just goes straight into the rock wall behind you. You're gonna take 6 bludgeoning damage yourself and be knocked prone. However, you killed both of them. Oh, shit.
Worth it.
That's good. I would
Right.
hope the one with the wall behind him just like splattered against it.
Oh yeah, this one just splat against that wall. And this one just falls over dead. So you're knocked prone and took some damage, but it looked pretty cool.
I'm okay with that. And I will end my turn there.
Alright, Gaijin.
Alright, I'm gonna do 2 restores.
Alright, so mark off 2 AP and roll your 2d8.
Oh fuck, why did it just do that like that? Okay. Oh well.
Oof. The
Great.
panic heal did not help Gaijin. But that is a free action, so you still have your action and bonus action.
Oh god, I might do 2 more.
That's fine. Better.
Better. Alright. And Guy is going to go ahead and do cast level 1 magic missile.
Alright, who you cast, man?
We're gonna go. I have disadvantage at the ones right next to me, right?
This isn't a roll to hit.
Okay.
Magic missile just
Missile
hits.
always, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. That's nice. And yeah, I'm getting the 2 next to me and the ogre.
Alright, so 1, 1, 1. Alright, roll your 1d4 plus 1, 1d4 plus 1, 1d4 plus 1.
You
Okay.
just do 2 of them.
I'll count that as the first one. This one takes a dagger to the face and dies. Second one.
Sorry, I'm moving it over to roll 20.
Hold on one second, guys. There was just a loud, like, crashing noise. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, don't die.
Well, chat, we've successfully taken the fucking tank out of the fight. Then I hate every fucking turn of this.
Let's go. We still have the dodge tank.
I know we have you, and I'm so thankful for that, but fuck. I'm useless in 2 fights now.
It's
Ah.
fine, man.
Alright, sorry about that. Child just tripped and fell over us.
Oh, she good?
Yeah, she's fine.
You good?
She-
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have, like, hard floor. We have carpet everywhere. She's fine.
Oh, yeah. You gotta check, and when they good, they good.
But yeah, you killed the one Trog, the second one takes it, and it's looking pretty rough, but it's still standing. And then you shoot one over at the ogre, which hits it, and now the ogre's like pissed at you.
Cool.
Right, Kaijin.
And that will be it.
Okay.
We can card. I did.
Actually, no, it's not it. Is it too late for that to not be it?
Yeah, go ahead. What else are you doing?
I'm just gonna move it back here.
All right. One's going to take an opportunity attack at you. That is a hit.
That is cool.
Or 3 damage. 3 piercing damage.
I'm glad I was able to get that in.
Alright.
Alright, that's it for me.
Now it is the ogre's turn, and it's going to take one step forward, and seeing as... hold on. It pulls out a javelin, it's going to take an attack at you, Gaijin.
Oh god.
At disadvantage, luckily. Alright, so that is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Or that is 12 piercing damage.
Cool, guy is down.
As it throws the javelin. Roll a D100 real quick, Gaijin. As Gaijin now you have a, I'm assuming you're going to live, a large javelin-shaped hole through the left side of your chest out the back as it pins you into the rock behind you and you fall unconscious.
Oh god. Assuming I'm gonna live.
Fuck.
But that is the ogre's turn. Shin, you're up. And you can't hear exactly what's going on, but you hear the javelin pierce Gaijin. You hear the boom of Gaijin getting pinned to the wall. Shin?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, sorry. Yep, I just... With tears in his eyes, Shin is pushing forward on the statue.
Well, I mean, you didn't know it was Gaijin. You don't even know exactly what happened.
Well, I'm assuming since they can hear me, I can just hear the sounds of battle.
Yeah.
And Shin knows he's not there.
Yeah. You push the statue forward, and a red light appears above it.
He just shouts, "Red!" as loud as he can.
All right. Twice.
Fuck.
Yeah, if you can't see over it, that means you'd have to climb over it.
I can't see.
Twice? Are you pinging?
You muted.
Yeah, sorry. I was saying, how high's the climb?
It's about... It'd be rough terrain to count as 10 feet and move over it. And then you gotta climb 10 feet too, though.
I think it would be exactly
60 feet.
60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it.
Alright, so you're gonna dash it?
Yeah, I'm gonna
As invisible twice, just...
dive over here and slap the red button.
Make an athletics check to see if you can climb it.
That's fine. I'm not good at these, actually.
Yeah, you're a weak boy.
I need acrobatics. I am
Okay.
leaping.
Luckily, this one does have the steps, so the DC was only 8.
Nice.
This one was easy.
Thank you.
But that's your action. You're up there. Bonus action pressing it.
Yep. Yep.
So that one's gone, and light disappears for you, Shin. And you have access to the horns now.
Would I know if that is like permanently dissipated? Would
No.
I hear the door open behind us?
Nope, the doors have not opened. None of that's happened yet.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh, give me your phone.
Alright, Trog's turn. This one's going to use half its movement to stand up. 10, 15. It's going to throw a javelin at the ogre. Miss. And then we're going to back up and do the same. And miss. God damn. That's an AC of 11. How are y'all missing? We're going to come up and do the same thing. Son of a bitch. And then assume the Trogs ain't helping. Alright, Manic, your turn.
Okay, let's see. What is this? Okay, I can't do that. Oh, nice. Same shit. Oh, I switched to the spikes. Then I want to punch him.
Alright. That's a miss.
Alright, second hit.
Wow.
Oh,
That never happens to Manic. Yeah, Manic, you pull the spikes out and just... hey.
well, I've done all I can do.
Yeah, exactly. That's Manic's turn. You want to move or anything?
No. I can't.
Alright, Conrad, you're up.
Alright, so I'm going to move over here to get a little bit of a better angle at the big beast. Gonna nick him with my little fire sphere.
Alright,
And I'll say end it right. I'm gonna like just kind of hit him once and then round it to. Actually, I'm gonna leave it on him right here.
Alright, move it right there then.
And I'll roll damage for that.
That is a nat 20 on its deck save.
Okay, I won't roll damage on that.
No, it still roll damage. Still takes damage.
Oh yeah, it does.
You burned it a little bit.
All right, and then I'm just gonna use my arcane extension to charge the shocking grasp and make a attack roll.
Alright, roll it. "21's a hit. I assume you used half your movement to stand up, right? Are you taking the shot while prone?
Oh no, yeah, nah. I used half my movement and just moseyed on over one square.
Would he have managed to lay him down?
Not really. It's a pistol, so... so that's 11 damage, solid. Yeah, you hit it with the piercing goes through no problem, and the electricity hits it, and it kind of tenses up for a second. And you kind of see it, like, look over its shoulder back at you. Anything else, Conrad?
Yeah, I'm gonna move slightly over here after it looked at me. I think
Alright.
that's all my movement, so.
Gaijin, make a death save.
Alright.
That is one fail, Gaijin.
Alright.
It is the ogre's turn, and it is going to take a great club swing at Manic. That is a 14 to hit.
That misses.
As it goes to swing down on you, and Manic, you just managed to step out of the way. It hits the ground with some force, though. That's the end of its turn. Only one attack. Alright, Shin. We can't hear you if you're talking, Shin.
Sorry, I was inside. How far away is the horn? I can only see partially.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 40 feet.
Okay. don't suppose it's a bonus action to grab the horn.
It is.
All right, so I'll use my action to sprint.
You run up
And-
and you grab it.
Yep.
And as you go to turn around, you notice this other light door. And above it is a blue light.
Run the other 20, and I'll just shout, "Blue!" And you just hear like a desperate bellow from Shin.
Alright, twice. Oh, actually, I need to remove so Shin can see the battleground. There you go, Shin.
Shin is just like pounding on the light door.
Can I jump off of here without doing like a penalty?
It'd be an acrobatics check.
Especially as he sees
Alright, 17.
Gaijin right there.
Right.
Good.
Yeah, 5 feet. It costs 5 feet of movement. But you take no damage or anything.
5, 15, 20, 25. Alright. I'm gonna use my,
You can press the button.
I'm gonna press the button.
Alright, when you do that, the alarm stops. Anything else?
Oh shit. Damn, that's not good. Damn, I had a plan. Now my plan is not gonna work.
I had a plan too, but it's not gonna work.
Yeah. No, it's not gonna work because I can't see anymore. So I can't heal Gaijin because I can't see him.
Oh yeah, you can't see anything right now, can you?
I can't see anything now
Because after you hit the button, all the lights went off.
Yep, so now I can't see Gaijin to heal him.
Oh wait, hold on. That's not true.
Was it 10 feet? 10 feet dim light?
There you go. You can see a little bit.
I still can't see Gaijin.
Well,
Yeah.
you can still see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best I got for you.
Yeah, I can't see him, unfortunately. Am I able to use the help action to help, or can I inspire Guy for his death save?
No, because he can't hear you.
No.
Fuck.
And you can't see him. Like, I don't guess you have to be able to see him. You just have to be able to hear you.
Alright, fine. Wait, he just can hear me with the healing word?
No, you have to see him for healing word. I'm
Yeah.
talking about inspiration.
Oh, I gotcha. Alright, well then, since I can't do anything, I am going to...
Cast light.
Yeah, I could cast light. Oh, shit.
But
I am going to... You see, like, the alarms go off, and it looks like there's nobody in front of the blue light, and as my invisibility goes down, it goes over, and I'm just flicking this thing off with the biggest middle finger I've ever given.
I mean, it won't go off unless you do an attack.
Yeah, no, it's my vicious mockery.
Oh, you're vicious mocking it? Okay.
It's like a big fuck you, 'cause I just...
Grab a stick and twist it. I believe that is a fail. Yep, it failed its wisdom save. Alright. Make a dexterity saving throw twice. And Conrad, roll damage for your flaming spear.
I'll get hit by it too.
Was that its turn?
No, it's twice's.
The flaming spears, if they end their turn standing. Oh, did I hit him?
Is it within? I thought it was within 10 feet.
It's 5 feet from its location, so
Oh, okay, never mind.
yeah, no, it would hit just out of his range.
Yeah, I thought it was 10 feet. Never mind then, twice.
Good. All right, cool.
Alright, Trog's turns. And seeing what's happening, this was coming for you twice. That's a 22 to hit.
Hit.
Or 3 piercing damage. It's going up, doing the same thing. Miss. And it's going up and has advantage. Well, actually, I need a con save from you twice. Oh. It's DC 11 or 12? 12. Yeah, you are poisoned. You have disadvantage on any checks now. But it's going to come up and take an attack at advantage at you. We'll make that for poison. That is a 17 to hit. 5 piercing damage twice.
Alright.
Alright, Manic.
He takes a deep breath, and he's gonna keep attacking over.
Alright.
I mean, he's the biggest threat right now.
I mean, yeah, he is.
So spike form, roll,
That's it.
18. 6.
Solid. Take a solid chunk out of it. 8 unfortunately does not hit. Okay, anything else, Manic?
That's it, because if I get moved, I can't really afford to move.
Alright, Conrad.
All right, I'm gonna start moving in. So I see guys out.
Yeah.
Right. C5. See, so. All right, so I can move to 5, 10.
Guys, are you
All right.
dropping heavy on frames?
Yeah. That's what the VOD's for.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as it used to be, but still pretty bad tonight.
I'm gonna move over here for a clear shot. So I think this Trog, if he wants, gets to take attack of opportunity. Unless
He
he's focused on
does.
something else.
He does, and that's an 18 to hit
All right.
for 3 piercing.
All right. And I'm gonna bonus action arcane extension for a slot 1 cure wounds.
On Gaijin?
Yeah.
Alright, so you restore 7 health, Gaijin.
It was fantastic. Am I still pinned to the wall?
You are still pinned to the wall.
I
mean,
can
it-
just, believe it
Yeah.
or not, this is the first time I've ever done a death save. I can just get rid of my failure, right?
If you add 7 health, it'll go away.
Okay, awesome.
So, Gaijin, you're conscious, but you are still pinned to a wall.
Sweet.
And I just give him the thumbs up as he's agonizing in pain, I guess.
It is not. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay.
You are technically considered restrained.
Okay.
You just
That is
don't
much
tell him
better
about
than
that.
dead.
Restrained or grappled? I'm gonna say grappled. Not Conrad. I'm on the wrong page. There you go.
Grappled against the wall.
Also, can I see how the big guy's doing?
He's
Does that
pretty
pass by?
injured. He's pretty injured, but he's got some fight left.
Alright. Oh, and then also I can use these AP things like kind of freely.
Most of them are free actions or bonus actions, depending on what you're doing. Like enhance is a bonus action.
All right, I wanted to use restore.
1 AP restore is 1d4. You can use as many as you want.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just do one for now.
Dude. What if they all at once tonight? Jesus. As Conrad goes and he takes a little bit of breath and you heal a little bit, but it was not much. You kind of feel insulted with yourself a little bit. Alright, Gaijin, as you're pinned against the wall.
Alright, so Guy's just like screaming in pain because he's now brought back from passing out, but he still has a giant stake through his side. So he's going to try to get it out. What do I need to do to get it off the wall?
That would be a strength check.
Alright.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to say acrobatics instead. Not acrobatics,
Oh.
athletics.
Athletics? Yeah.
Oh, wait, strength, same thing for you. So we'll take that nat 20.
Nice.
Alright, so you pull it out, and I'm going to say you take 2 slashing damage as you pull it through. Because that nat 20, you did it pretty much as cleanly as you physically could. That's going to be your bonus action.
Nice. And then, yeah, I'm going to use a second level chromatic orb.
On the big guy?
Yeah, on the big guy.
Roll it.
You know what? I think I'm actually going to double that up too.
You're going to twin spell it?
Actually, I don't think I have enough. I don't think I have enough sorcerer's points.
No, just long rested.
Okay, well then, yeah. I'm gonna.
You can't hit the same. You can't hit the same target twice.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, but I can. Okay, that's different. Sorry. Okay, then yeah, just one chromatic orb. We're gonna do. Let's just do good old acid. Good old acid's a great choice.
Good old acid against the ogre. Alrighty.
That seems like too much.
Nope, 17 to hit, 17 damage. You did level 2, so 48, that's right.
Cool.
Yeah, it acid was effective. How do you want it? How do you want it?
Oh, I just send this chromatic orb flying straight through its skull like it's like the trajectory is just a bullet and it just goes straight through him and out its back. You can see through him.
No, chromatic, no, it's acid. It hits him like splashes.
Oh, okay. Well, then it melts his face.
You're going straight for the face?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, it immediately just cutting through the ogre, screams, falls on the ground. Looks like a Skeletor version of an ogre now. But it falls over dead with a boom, boom.
And Guy's just panting, and he's just like, "All right," and then like holds his thumb up, and like, that's it.
Alright, Shin.
Will you show me how far I can move into the room?
Well, if you move right here, you can make an athletics check to jump. That's 5
I'll
feet.
do that. Jesus Christ.
On that one. Oh my god, guys. Well, you go to jump down, Shin. You lose your footing. So you're now currently prone. That's 10 feet of movement you moved so far. And you're going to take 4 bludgeoning damage from the fall. But you've moved 10 feet and you're currently prone.
He probably fell down the stairs that used to be there too, didn't he?
So I got, what, 5 feet of movement left?
You have 20 feet of movement. Stand up, you'll have 10. Well, stand up, you'll have 5 feet, yeah.
Shin's gonna move right there. And then just stare at the rest of the fucking frogs.
Don't you have hand
He's gonna-
axes?
Yeah, I do. And he's just gonna stare at him and go, "Who wants to die?"
As you look around, there's a lot of dead bodies in the room already. The ogre's
Throw it
dead.
at that one.
You're just gonna throw it? Alright. Does not hit.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right.
I'm sorry.
Hey, watch it with that thing.
I'm sorry.
I know. And that's my turn.
Oh, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks while poisoned twice. But it is your turn twice.
Well, I guess I just won't be attacking. And I'm gonna cast Thunderwave.
Alright. Wow. 2d8 and wow. Alright, so that is a 14 con save. One above you, nat 20. Below you, pass. The left, nat 20. Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
So they all passed. So they all take 2 damage and don't get knocked back.
And I will bonus action.
Oh, one died. One died.
Oh, nice.
I assume I was in range of that.
Actually, yes, I do need a, I forget it's 15 feet.
Yeah.
Manic is too. Manic and
Alright,
Conrad
guys.
both need con saves.
Yeah. I just rolled mine. There's nothing if I pass it, right?
You take 2 damage.
2 damage.
Manic passes as well, you take 2 damage as well.
And then I'm gonna smash this dude across the face at the guitar.
Does not hit. You go to swing, and it just shoots out the way.
Well,
It is the Trog's turns. This one's going to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This is going to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They both seem like they're running for the hole now that the ogre's dead. Manic.
I'm gonna switch back to the
Regular.
I'm taking spikes off and just
Okay.
punch.
I'm gonna punch his
First, this
butt. Alright,
15 hits.
15 hits.
5.
As it's running away, Manic catches one, nails it in the back of the skull, and it's dead.
Second attack for the other.
That's a hit. He kills the other one. Since he cut off the other one, Manic just reaches his hands out, like grabs it around the throat, and just like slams it to the ground. Manic is angry.
Well, they led the ogre here.
They were just running, man. But that is the room.
God, guys. And then guy looks around, he looks at Conrad and says, "See, I told you, big boss."
Yeah, just give him another thumbs up. How's
Hey,
that
guys.
how's that spear wound?
I feel like death,
Yeah, but
but I will
Shin is
be better
immediately
later.
running into Guy to check on him.
And yeah, like, Shin is panicked. He didn't get to participate in this battle.
I'm very upset.
And guy is just like, no worries, no worries, no worries. And he uses a potion of healing.
Alright, roll it and mark it off your inventory. Alright, do you guys want to go back to the crossroads and we'll call it there for the evening?
Yep.
That's good to me.
I'd say Shin does hold up the horn for everybody.
And it is a stone set of horns that look like it would fit in the mural that y'all saw.
Should we?
See, big key. Big boss, big key. Good job, guys. That did suck, though. I hate ogres. New least favorite enemy.
Guys, so I'm gonna cast light on myself right quick.
You're gonna cast what?
Light.
Flight?
Light.
You're gonna fly? Why?
Light.
Oh, light.
LIGHT.
Okay, I thought you were just saying flight. I was like, what? Do you even have that spell?
No.
Uh,
Not in the Bard book, unfortunately.
yeah, I gotta go ahead and hop up, everybody. But
That's fine.
yeah, I'll assume we're regrouping and all that.
Yep, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
move y'all back to the crossroads. Oh wait, anyone want to loot or anything before y'all head back?
Yeah, I would like to loot.
I would like to loot.
Catch
See
y'all
you
later.
soon.
Can we just
Alright,
let
See ya.
Manic loot
Peace.
at advantage?
Yeah, that's fine. A little investigation, Mac.
And
Oh,
At advantage.
nice.
All right. All right. So Manic, you managed to find 8 gold pieces, 27 silver pieces, and 4 javelins.
are they shitty javelins or
Yeah, they're still the -1 ones.
Say 8 javelins?
4.
4?
4 minus.
many-
please, because I'm not proficient in javelin throwing.
Yeah, they're -1 javelins if anyone takes them.
Does the ogre have one eye, or
That's 2 eyes.
I will take both of them?
There you
Yeah, I would collect my hand axe.
go. All right. Roll survival.
Would you like help?
Yes.
Too late.
I say as I'm picking at my hand axe and I see him just like
Yeah.
digging around.
you fuck up both the eyes.
Rats. Then I'll go for the teeth.
Another survival.
Like to help him with that one. As he's loosening one, she'll just walk up and just like rip it out as he's pissed off.
All right, roll a
And
strength
hand
check.
to him.
With that survival, you managed to get about, let's say 3 unbroken ones. Twice.
Very nice.
Action anything good, valuable on an ogre?
Jesus fuck. If
No.
I could roll
Not
for
nearly as
fucking shit
valuable
tonight.
as with the other creature.
Yeah, that's it. The ogre is what had most of the gold.
Fair enough.
Usually, the most valuable thing about an ogre is what's in their pockets.
It's true. But anyway,
Saying.
y'all are gonna. I'll take y'all back to the crossroads, and we'll call it there for the evening. Good shit, boys.
Cool, good shit.
Good fucking shit.
That was rough.
Yeah, that was a rough night.
I am so fucking sorry, guys.
It's
my
not
dude.
you at all, dude.
It was
I'm
really a
sorry.
3-man fight because Shin was out of it and I was running around invisible pressing buttons.
But that was helpful. That means other people didn't have to use their bonus actions.
Yeah, it's true.
I kept the big
Ish.
guy somewhat at bay.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's
No,
so
I mean,
true to
y'all
my
killed
sport
it.
role.
Who we
God.
raiding tonight? We raiding Coldberg or we
Goldberg.
or are we
Cold.